G'day D-Live and welcome back to the Gives a Minute D-Live stream for a Wednesday afternoon affair. It has just gone 3 minutes to 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you, whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content. You're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Looking into the chit chat, I see Vinny, I see James, I see Rico Man, I see Samuel, I see Comtech, I see Giggle Biggles, I see 6 crew and therefore 6 freaking cheerses, because everyone gets a cheers when they join the Gives a Minute D-Live stream chit chat. This glass, that microphone, when these two things touch one another, somehow, somewhere, in some intergalactic stratosphere, that represents the cheers. I'm not too sure why that is either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 freaking cheeses. Allow me to get a swig here. I'm a little parched. Just got back from a 10K fitness walk. A little warm. I might have to open that door. It's a little warm in here. We'll do that in a second, though. Vinny, thank you for the Monster Energy drink. Appreciate that. James in Germany, cheerses. Rico Man, cheerses. Samuel, William Bly, yes, of Bounty Game, became the governor of Brisbane when he banned booze. The people arrested him. Of Bounty fame. Interesting. Little side story there. Comtech, he's frozen. Thank you for breaking the silence there, Comtech. I was wondering how long that would take. Actually, I didn't mind sitting there for a little while. Actually, I'm feeling a little tired here from that walk. Hey, Gives and Givers. Yo, Giggles, how you doing? Little cheers there for you. Let me just go ahead and open this door. It's a little warm. I don't want to sit here in the heat. Let me just open this up. Get some warmth. It's all locked up. Hold on a second. That's going to be better. That's going to be better. Get a little blow through here. A little bit of action. A little bit of air. So, it is a Wednesday and therefore cryptocurrency stream. Very excited. I love these streams. Very focused. Very, numbers based and a lot of taxing on the brain. So, if you're interested in cryptocurrency and you're watching this and you're not watching on D-Live, I would just make a thing. I would suggest you would come down here to dlive.tv/GivesMinute. Even though this stream will broadcast all the I'm not going to pull the restreams down. I'm going to leave it up. But if I'm saying things that you might think I'm saying are incorrect, or if you've got contributions that you want to make to the content and you're ferociously putting them in the YouTube chat or the Twitch chat, the Twitch chat or the Trovo chat or the Facebook chat, the thing is, I'm not even seeing that. I'm only seeing the one chat and it's this guy here and it's on D-Live. So I would suggest you come down to the URL you see on the screen, Gives a Minute, or dlive.tv/Gives a Minute if you want to come along and partake in the chat. Now, a side note, it is a little windy here. Often the wind messes the internet. I don't want to go too deep into this, but there is a donation I've got on the screen now that is for fiber optic internet. We talk about it a lot. I don't want to talk about it too much today, but just to let you know that we have raised 265 buckaroos of a totes of 6,000. That's the cost of what it costs. The cost of what it costs. That's what it costs in Australia to get fiber optic internet from where they stop it in the street to the house. That's not the service, that's just the pipe. Now, here's the thing. What do you get from that if you donate to the goal? You'll get uninterrupted streaming. As it stands right now, I use 4G internet, 4G cellular 4G, and what can happen there? And that's why I said it's a little windy here today. Actually, it's windy from the southwest, which typically isn't the bad wind. Usually wind from the direct west is the worst one. The stream stops. And all of a sudden you get F in the chat. Did he just stop for me? How come the stream's down? Why is it playing a replay? All the dramas that associate with poor streaming. So you will get better quality streams, if you can contribute to this donation. There are 7,968 followers of this channel. If every one of them dropped a single dollar, we'd hit that donation goal today. Cost you $1 and we'd hit the donation goal. Now, truth be told, you can't donate $1 on GoFundMe. It's got to be a minimum of $5. But I'm just saying, the math is there, right? And it's not like everybody's going to donate. So I'm just saying it's there. And for extra laughs, if you do contribute to that goal and we hit the 6,000, which we're going to hit at some point, I'm persistent with this, I will shave my head bald for a bit of a giggle, right? A bit of a laugh, bit of a joke. Shave my head bald. Of hair. Completely gone. Got a lot of hair going on here. I'm not probably going to cut it until then either. I'm going to shave it all off. Complete skinhead. If you're interested in that, please, and if you can contribute, I would very much appreciate the contribution. That's whatever you can make would be appreciated. Let me just, what am I looking for here? I'm going to take that off the screen. I don't want that to be annoying as on the screen for this entire stream, because we're going to be focusing on numbers and we're going to be getting deep into the woods. So maybe I'll take both of those off the screen. It's down below. Ding, 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 ding. Alert, 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 alert. It's down below. If you need to go and find it, the information is down below as well. And by the way, that photo that's on there, that's not a photo of me. Well, that's my face, but it's been apt to take my hair off. So that's some dude wearing my merch. That's kind of nice, but that's not me. Well, that is me, but you know what I'm saying. So on this stream, I've been talking about this for a while, and it hasn't come yet. And I got a couple of videos that I want to look at as well. When will PulseChain launch and how to become a PulseChain millionaire? These are two videos I want to look at. PulseChain hasn't come yet, right? Hasn't come here yet. Hasn't come anywhere yet. PulseChain doesn't exist yet. However, I want to prepare myself the best I can to take advantage of PulseChain when it does launch. Now, I've been told by one Heximofo to have liquid hex ready to go in your Metamask wallet. That's the way you're going to take advantage of PulseChain the moment it launches. So what I'm going to do... Yo, Giggle Pickles, Comtech helped me exchange my TRX to BTT. Heck yeah, yeah. And you're staking it in DLive? Nicely done. It's not hard, is it? Once you've done it the first time, it's pretty straightforward. Comtech, props to you, man. Well played, well done. So what I want to do, I've got a few different avenues of, I guess you'd call them shitcoins. Well, not really, but TRX isn't a shitcoin, but I've got a few different investment avenues that I would like to withdraw and convert to Hex into MetaMask to be ready for PulseChain. The one I want to focus on today is probably, well, yeah, it's definitely the biggest one, is Bankroll.Network. Now, the reason I want to hit this one today is because we'll probably have to hit it over the course of a few different weeks, because I don't want to burn TRX to transact on Bankroll.Network. Bankroll.Network pulls in from the Tron blockchain, and therefore, unless you have a certain amount of energy and bandwidth, which you achieve by freezing TRX, I've got enough to make one... Basically, I've got enough bandwidth and enough energy to do one transaction on Bankroll.Network without burning TRX. So that's what we're going to do. The transaction we're going to make is to withdraw all of my Stronghold. Now, this is where I think we might get stuck, because if I understand even half correct, it's not going to be a single transaction. It's going to be a multiple transaction, because I'm going to have to convert Stronghold back to TRX. So this is why I'm doing this now, because we don't know when PulseChain is going to launch. I'm assuming there'll be a countdown, like a on the PulseChain.info website. I'm assuming there'll be like a 2 weeks to launch or 5 days to launch, whatever it is. But for the time being, the thing that I can do is to start my process. Now, if we don't get through this full process today, so be it. We'll come back next week and do the next part of the transaction. But I guess today I want to try to withdraw my Stronghold into TRX, into my Tronlink wallet, to then get it into my Metamask wallet, probably convert it to ETH, and then to Hex, I guess. So that's the plan. So there isn't going to be... I cannot, because I have to have 120,000 energy. Now, Gigglepickles, that amount that you're speculating you need to have, that's what DLive say for staking. I'll let you know it's actually less than that. You don't need that amount. I've never used that amount to stake on DLive. I guess I should try to find out the exact amount to give you that number, but I don't have that handy right now. But it's definitely not 120,000 energy. I know that it says that on the DLive site before you stake in. It's never that amount though. But on Bankroll.Network, let's not dilly dally here. Right? Let's get direct. Let me just have a little sip of my green tea, healthiness. Oh, that's beautiful. Let me let's not take... I normally take a half an hour and say hello to everybody, and then we cut into the content. Let's get directly into this, simply because it may need time for my energy to grow back again, right? So let me first of all bring up Bankroll.Network. So this is the Bankroll.Network site. So let me make sure my Tronlink, it's active, it's connected. So I have 143,915 energies. I'm not too sure if you can see that because the numbers are pretty small on Tronlink, and I can't actually enlarge it. You can't drag that out, can you? No, there's no way to drag the handles or anything, no. So what I'm trying to illustrate here is the transactions that we make right now are going to burn this energy and some of this bandwidth. What I do not want to happen is for it to burn any of my 21 available liquid TRX. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at Stronghold, which is this guy here. This is arguably my biggest investment. And this kind of sucks too, because I can't roll over my div right now because that'll burn the energy that I'm going to use to make this transaction. So at the moment, it's only worth $1 anyway. I've got 11 TRX in there, or 11 divs to the tune of one TRX, which is to the tune of 1.6 US dollars. So it's not even worth doing anyway. I did this. I rolled over last night, I believe. So I guess at this particular point, there is a withdraw button here. Is the withdrawer going to withdraw Stronghold? And if so, does it then transfer Stronghold? Comptech, are you in the house still? I know you were at the start here. At the very start, thanks for unfreezing me. Are we looking at... If I click withdraw here, is that withdrawing this 10,000 Stronghold? Let's see how much that is worth. The withdraw only withdraws your rewards. Now that's what I was scared of. That's what I was afraid of. So how to withdraw the whole shebang? Is that even possible? And where does it go? Because I guess I've got to look in Banker, right? It's going to... Stronghold... Wait a second. Bankroll Stronghold is pegged 1-to-1 to BankerSwap, Banker's native liquidity pool token. So BankerSwap is this guy here. Oh no, that's BankerX and Banker. You need to sell the Stronghold. Gotcha. So sell this Stronghold, right. Now, the withdraw only withdraws your rewards. So currently my rewards, you will get Banker when you sell the Stronghold, and then I'll convert the Banker to TRX, I guess. But when you said before, the withdraw only withdraws your rewards, what are my rewards here? My rewards is these divs, right? And so if I was to withdraw, if I was to click this button here, the withdraw, it's essentially rolling, but instead of rolling it into the lump sum, it's taking that little earning that you've earned to your own self. If I understand that correctly, and I'm pretty certain I've got that right. So there's no reason to withdraw today because there's such a small amount, right? It's such a tiny amount of rewards here in divs because I've been rolling them over. Now, in an ideal world, I would roll that over and take it and sell it all. Right? In the most right, it takes your 1-to-1, so don't withdraw. Yeah, 1.1, yep. Yeah, so there is no point to withdraw. But in an ideal world, if I had unlimited energy, I would roll that divs over, and then I would take it out. Oh, dude, not today, man. Seriously? Go fuck yourself. Seriously? Are you going to do this today? Get out of here. I can't deal with that today. Hell no. Not on a deep crypto stream. Yeah, so in an ideal world, I would roll my divs, and then the divs would be so little, and I would withdraw, or I would sell all of my Stronghold at that point. But I can't do that because that will take a bunch of my energy and some of my bandwidth, and then when I go to do my sell, we will then burn liquid TRX, which ironically would be more, we burn more TRX than the value of the roll of the div. So no point. So let's sell my Stronghold. So my Stronghold here is, if I sell here 10,000, that's 1,000, 10,300. So that's 1,338, but sorry, that's 10,000. This will be 1,338. I have 10,338. So that's going to get me 11,000 TRX. That's pretty sweet. How sweet? Let's have a look at CoinMarketCap. I think it's about 1,000 is about less than $100, right? TRX. One TRX. How much is 1,000 TRX worth? Yeah, $90. So a little less than. So I'm going to be receiving. What have I done? I'm going to be receiving not that many. About $800 here. That's not bad, right? That's good. That's great, actually. And that's all going to go into Hex for PulseChain. So, although, hang on a second, let me just check. Bitcoin, it could be worth putting a little bit in Bitcoin because Bitcoin's on a big dip right now, isn't it? What's Bitcoin at? 42,000. It might be worth just pumping $100 on Bitcoin as well. I don't know. I mean, crypto is a very volatile market, and you should diversify. I don't know if now might be the time to dip a little more into Bitcoin. I'll take that advice from the chat. So at this point, though, this is my Stronghold, the amount. If I sell this now, Have you done this before, Comptech? Have you done this process before? I've rolled over 7,000. Dude, is there a way to disable follows on a stream? I don't want this dickhead in my stream today. Any other day I can deal with you, man, but today, chat room settings. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Yes, Comtex says, I sold my Stronghold. Interesting. Okay, so what does it do? Where does it put it? What happens? Does it go into another... Does it go straight into your Tronlink as a as ST... What is it? As STRHOLD? Is that a coin that turns up in your Tronlink? Is that what's going to happen? If that's what's going to happen, that's cool. I'm fine with that, but I just want to be prepared, I suppose. It puts Banker in your wallet. Ah. Banker. Banker. Okay. Interesting. So then... guess I'd better add that token, huh? Let's add BABNKR. Dude, I just... Dude, I'm not dealing with you today, man. I'm not dealing with you today. Okay. You can add it afterwards. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm just looking at the chat how I can deal with this troll. Can delete that one, but I'm not going to spend my whole time doing this with him. There's got to be a way to chat room settings. Got him. Take this, you dickhead. Yo, troll, suck on that. Go on, suck on it, you dickhead. Good luck. And okay, good point, Comtech. You can add it afterwards. That way, you know which one to select. The non-zero crypto. Yeah, true. Because there's so many there that are looking a little dubious. Okay, so yeah, good point. Yo, Safe, thank you for the TRX donation, man. Thank you, dude. There's no alert for that because of the number, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, Safe. Yeah, Giggle Pickles. The troll. For those that are interested, what I've just done, I've disabled the chat unless you're a subscriber. So there may be some people that are watching this going, man, I want to talk in your chat. Well, this dickhead troll ruined it for you. Today, I do not want to spend my time, or I do not want any of my mods to spend their time having to deal with an absolute fucking infantile child in my chat. So today, subscriber only chat. If you want to troll me, you got to pay to do it, you dickhead. If you want to troll me, you've got to pay to do it. So fuck off. All right, now let's move back on. Let's go back. We've dealt with that sufficiently, and I've got a little flustered, but let's move on. So let me sell this, the total amount here. I wonder how much this is going to burn energy-wise. Let's see. Let's cancel that. Let's go back to here. So we got 143,913 energies and 1,500 bandwidths. So let's sell the total amount, which is 10.33k. Sorry, 10,330. I don't like how they put a little dot there. That's confusing, but it's 10,338 Stronghold. So 10,338. Let's sell the sucker right now. You can track on Tronscan. Oh, but I can't. Oh, that opened up in the same tab. That's all. Oh, fail. It failed. Why did that fail? Unconfirmed. Result fail. Confirmed by 6 blocks. Maybe it's just still processing. But that's interesting that you can see my wallet address now. That's cool. So it's an unconfirmed fail. It burnt 313. It burnt 313 bandwidth, and it burnt 1,374 energy. So not much burnt, which is good to know. But it failed. Can I refresh that and make it say passed? No, it failed. So why did that fail? Let me check my wallet here. Failed. Transaction revert. So we can see here if I refresh, we burnt bandwidth, but that's fine, not much. I might keep this tab open so we know when we do it again how much we can expect to burn. I'll make this larger so you yahoos can see it. But you can see there it's a failed transaction. Confirmed failed by 22 blocks. And the bandwidth it burnt was 313 and the energy was 1,374. So we didn't burn any TRX, which is great, but why would that have failed? Let me go back to, and I don't like that it opened it up in the same tab. Why would that have failed? Davo, thank you for the lemon, man. How do I get the energy? You get energy by freezing TRX. You have to freeze TRX to get the energy. So why did this fail? Did I put the number in wrong? Stronghold. Have I got to put 10.0.338? Have I got to do it like they've done it? 10.338 like that? That doesn't make sense. That's 10. Yeah, see? Please enter a valid unit. What does that say? Yeah, no, exactly. That's 10. So why do they put it like that? That's weird. So why did that fail then? A transaction fee of 10% is charged on buys and sell. We understand that. I'm just reading this down here, folks. Bankroll Stronghold is pegged 1-to-1 to BankerSwap, Banker's native liquidity pool token. A transaction fee of 10% is charged on buys. So we're going to lose 10% of this, which is fine because we knew that when we got in, and we knew that this is a one-off, right? We're doing this. This is why I was going to do this for a whole year originally. But because of PulseChain, I want to get in on that. So we decided to pull out here. But we were aware we lost 10% as we went in, and we're losing 10% on the way out. This is distributed as follows. 4% of fees are paid instantly, 4% goes to a 2% daily drip, and 2% is permanently locked at liquidity. Farm contributes 25% of mined BankerX or Banker to Stronghold players, and additional 25% is contributed to locked liquidity. So, Comtech, any idea why that failed? Yo, Jake, how you doing, man? Should I just try it again? I mean, a failed transaction could be a number of reasons, I suppose. Like, I could just try it again. I have the bandwidth to do it, I suppose. Yes, Jake, sub-only chat today, dude. I'm not taking any shit from no trolls. Not today. That's the nature of the beast today. The troll... If you want to troll me, you gotta pay, dude. I don't know why it failed. I'm checking. Thank you, Comtech. Thank you, man. I'll hold off on doing it again just to see if anything is, if anything pops up, if you can find anything. But I guess I don't mind hitting it again simply because we didn't burn much. But then again, when we come to swap out later on, we might be burning. So interesting. Interesting. 10 point. Hey, Jake. Thanks for the host, man. Thanks, dude. Yeah, sub-only chat. So if you really want to put ridiculous usernames in my chat and say stupid comments to me, it's gonna cost you. And that way the trolls will never win. Failed transaction. I wonder if I can click on it and see if it's... Transaction revert issues are caused. Call throw. If you call the required parameter, the final result is false. If you call a function via a message, but the function does not end correctly. If you create a contract with a new keyword, but the contract is not created correctly. If your contract receives TRX via a public function without a payable modifier, including constructors, fallback functions, and general public functions. Transfer fails, call revert, reach the maximum function stat. Nice one. Try chatting. Try chatting, troll. Nice try. Dick. I mean, it looks like I could just try it again, I suppose. $10 338. Try again. It should have worked. Yeah, I'm kind of happy just to go again with it because it should have worked, right? So there's my total stronghold, and there's the amount we're going to sell here, 10,338, which is matching 10,338. Let's try it. It says the TRX from your sale will be deposited to your divs. Did you see that at the top of the screen here? Oh, not this. Let me check the Tron scan. I'll hit it in a new. But there was a little message up there that said the thing will be deposited to your divs. Failed again. Shoot. Burnt the same energy and the same bandwidth. Shoot. Damn, dudes. Yo, N Ponce, good luck, man. If you want to troll me, start coughing up, tool. That's weird. This isn't working. Not too sure why that's not working. That sucks. This is why we're doing this early, to nail this down. Imagine if PulseChain was saying we're launching today. Actually, let's have a look at the PulseChain.info. PulseChain.com. So this hasn't changed at all. So there's no information to when it's going to launch. Maybe you need to withdraw before you can sell. I don't remember what I did. Really interesting. See, that's going to... So interesting. If that's the case, when I withdraw... Oh, well, I've never withdrawn. I've only ever rolled. Let's try withdraw. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. This is why we're doing this early. I mean, let's take a look at my my energies and bandwidths. Still good. So let's go ahead and withdraw. How does this work? Withdraw. And there it is, straight up transaction. I don't know where that went, but let's grab that Tron scan. So that's succeeded. Oh, dude, that took all of my energy. Holy balls. 198,000 energies that took. Crikey. That's going to be... That's over my... That's burnt TRX. Damn, dude, that burnt some TRX just to withdraw. So let me get this right. Where is it? I burned 7 TRX. I literally just burnt 7 TRX to obtain just less than 1. Fuck. That's stupid, right? That's stupid. And now I'm going to lose 10% of that to make this withdrawal. Wow, man. All right, reminder never to use Bankroll.Network again. And don't forget, I went in deep with this, right? I put a lot into it. And to see it burn like that, it's pretty shit. It's pretty shit. Total withdrawn 12 TRX. Now I guess I should try and sell. I know we're gonna burn TRX again here. So is that what we're gonna do here? I guess I'm gonna just try selling again. It says there's no divs. I wonder what that did to withdraw. That's so depressing. Their stockpile was an even bigger bust for me. Yeah, because of the 100% lifetime locking of that crap. Right. So let's try and sell this. We're just gonna burn some TRX here, folks. Let's try it. Be done with it. The TRX from your sale will be deposited to your divs. It said that right there. The TRX disappeared already. Fail. Fuck. Now we're just burning shit for no reason. Burnt 0.16 TRX to fail that transaction again. Well, I'm not having any luck here. So I've got 35 liquid TRX because we did just withdraw, I think 13 or 14 or something. Why is this not? Why is the transaction failing? I don't have any ideas that won't burn more TRX. Yeah, that's kind of why I guess we'll leave it there and do it again tomorrow or the day after or whatever. As it stands right now, but why? Maybe try a smaller amount. But then it's going to take the same. Like we already know it's going to take. We already that's the God, this sucks when this shit happens. So we already know it's going to burn at least 1400 energies. So I'm not doing anything at all until my energy gets up to at least 1500. And it's at 100 right now. 210 now. I'm not doing anything until I'm not, and also my bandwidth is all burnt as well. So we got to wait, basically. But why like? Let's have a look at their tutorial. I agree. Wait, yeah, good call.
Bankroll.Network, play to win.
Welcome to the Bankroll Stronghold tutorial.
Oh,
Stronghold is a great way to earn passive income on the Tron network. So let's get started. Head on over to Bankroll.Network, click on the 3 lines and Stronghold. Or you can scroll down and you'll see Stronghold as a big, bold letters. Now that you've arrived over at the Stronghold main page, let's talk about what it is and how you can earn that passive income. Stronghold is a place where you provide liquidity to the banker ecosystem via TRX deposits, and you earn TRX rewards over time by holding the Stronghold. It's pretty simple, actually. So let's go over the interface. You have your buy box. This is where you purchase your Stronghold. Your sell box, this is how you withdraw your Stronghold. Okay? Your total divs, total Stronghold, your stake percentage in the pool, your rolls, total withdrawals, total rolled, roll and withdrawal. So pretty straightforward. You have the transfer function as always, and you have the amount that you want to transfer, and then the actual transfer button. All the way at the bottom, you have the stats, the total number of players, the total supply of the Stronghold placeholder, the total rewards in TRX, the dividend pool, contract balance, transactions.
Just had a thought, Comtech. Maybe I can't take out. Maybe I've got to take out. I got to leave 10% in there. Could that be what happens? You can't take out the maximum. You got to leave 10% in for those fees or something. Maybe.
As always, the buy, sell, rewards, and leaderboard. Now let's talk about the tokenomics. Bankroll Stronghold is pegged 1 to Banker Swap.
Charles, thanks, man.
Liquidity is pegged.
Cheers, dude.
Okay?
Thank you.
There's a 10% fee in and out. And you're like, well, why would I pay 10% in and out?
Yeah, it's
well,
a bit heavy.
This is the basis of network activity, which allows for those passive dividends to come in.
I gotta say that's a bit steep. 10% in and 10% out. We did know that at the time. I'm not saying it. Oh, you should have checked before. We did check. We were aware of it. But given the massive fees, burning energy and whatnot as well, that's a lot. Like that's getting a lot being paid to the validators at that point, right?
4% of the 10% is paid instantly to all the Stronghold owners as TRX dividends. 4% goes to the dividend drip, so you get drip rewards, and 2% is locked in liquidity. So when people come in and out of Stronghold, it actually reinforces the liquidity of the Banker token. As an added bonus, as a holder of Stronghold, the Banker farms 25% of the Banker goes to the Stronghold players in the form of liquidity, and an additional 25% is further locked into more liquidity.
That also doesn't add up, that math.
So
where's my... So 4% is 8%, plus 2% is 10%, plus 2% is 12%. 25 and 25 is 50. So where's the remainder?
25% is further locked into more liquidity. So as you can see,
that's possible. Next time, try withdrawing 10% less than the total. Yeah, I think I will.
Stronghold is really an essential part of the bankroll ecosystem in the sense that it helps support the price of Banker.
Mind you, did you do that when you withdraw yours? Did you withdraw everything, or did you leave some in there? And it might have been coincidentally more than 10%.
With network activity, and it's tied into farms. So you're always getting TRX dividends, and you're getting TRX dividends in and out. So let's go ahead and set up an account. I created a fresh wallet so that we can demonstrate. It's pretty easy. I just simply go to the buy box. I'll put in 1,000
I don't remember. Yeah,
TRX.
fair enough.
Let's make sure. Got the funds. I hit buy. That gets me 190 Stronghold. Now, keep in mind, there's a 10% fee in and a 10% fee out. And boom, my divs are dripping already. Okay? Now, remember, even though you're providing liquidity, you put your TRX in, you get split between Banker and TRX, and that becomes part of the liquidity pool. You always get TRX out. Okay? You're not getting Banker out. This is basically the tokenomic gymnastics that happen within the contract of Banker and TRX. And then as my divs come in, I'm just going to simply keep rolling them. Now people may ask, what is my...
He went straight past the... he just rolled his div at such a minimum amount, but he didn't show how the energy burn was on that. He just quickly jumped past that.
Strategy for rolling. My strategy is just to keep rolling. That's what I do. Now, when I'm ready to get out of Stronghold, I would simply sell my Stronghold placeholders. So I have 188 Stronghold. Okay. And keep in mind, I have that 10% fee out. So this is why when you're getting into Stronghold, you probably want to hold a minimum of 90 to 120 days. So if you wanted to get out of Stronghold, you'd simply go over here to sell. I'll just do a demonstration. I'll sell 10. I'll hit sell. Okay. That will show up as divs over here. They do not automatically go to your wallet. And then you simply hit withdraw, and it would withdraw the divs to my wallet.
Wow. So we did that all wrong. We did that wrong. So when you...
8 Stronghold. Okay.
So hang on. He's got 188 Stronghold. 188. What's the 0.933?
Sell my Stronghold placeholders. So I have 188 Stronghold. Okay. And keep in mind, I have that 10% fee out.
How can 188 Stronghold equal 799 TRX? I mean, I guess the price changed, but... So he's, yeah.
So this is why when you're getting into Stronghold, you probably want to hold a minimum of 90 to 120 days. So if you wanted to get out of Stronghold, you'd simply go over here to sell. I'll just do a demonstration. I'll sell 10. I'll hit sell. Okay. That will show up as divs over here. They do not automatically go to your wallet. And then you simply hit withdraw.
So lucky we did this today, fairly early in the piece. So you don't need to roll your divs. You need to sell your Stronghold, and that goes into your divs, which is what that little pop-up was saying, and then you withdraw. Interesting.
And it would withdraw the divs to my wallet. Now, that's not smart. You want to hold your Stronghold, obviously, so that you can cover your fees in and out. And you want to keep compounding those gains. So
that's not smart. You want to hold your Stronghold so you can cover the fees in and out. So he's saying you can't withdraw the whole lot because of the fee. So we're getting somewhere here.
Now, that's not smart. You want to hold your Stronghold, obviously, so that you can cover your fees in and out. And you want to keep compounding those gains. So when Banker price goes up or Tron price goes up, your Stronghold divs can increase. That's it.
Okay.
Pretty awesome contract.
So in that regard, how's my energy looking? We've done this completely wrong. How much do I need again? Well, which one was this again? Do we just cut our losses and say we're not doing this week? I guess that's what we're going to do, right? We're not going to burn it all. Maybe I'll do a sneaky stream when the energy's back to 100 or something. But I did withdraw some. Where did they go? Rob Ozzy, thanks for the sub, dude. It's sub-only chat today because of the trolls. I didn't expect you'd have to sub, but thank you, man. So if I'm understanding this correctly, so I've already I withdrew successfully. That's the failed transaction. These are the success. It burned 190,000 energy when you withdrew, so I would wait. Yeah, but where did that withdraw to? Where did that go to? That would have gone into my wallet, right? As Banker. That would have gone in here as Banker. Would it not? No, it won't. No, it went in as TR. Oh, it went in as TRX. Yeah, you're right. It did too. What's going on here? You're right. It came in as TRX. Yeah, there. So yeah, okay. Rob Ozzy, g'day, Ben. How are you? I'm good. Sorry, I haven't been around. I got a new support walker every Tuesday. That's all right, Rob Ozzy. Cool, man. No sweat. I appreciate you being here. We just turned on. By the way, My feet are really cold. Can I put some socks on? Let me put on some socks here. We turned on because of this dickhead in the chat trolling. Just give me a few seconds. Oh, where are my socks? Feet are freezing for some reason. Comtech, I was wrong in my previous statement. That's cool, man. It's cool. It was a while ago for you. Yeah, bad memory. No, it's all good, dude. It's all good. Understand. I mean, this is literally why we're doing this in advance, right? This is the reason that I'm here to do this, to see how it works. Because I don't want to get to a point where, you know, PulseChain is right there for the taking, and I've got locked stuff that I can't access. That's why we're doing this now. We've learned, what I've learned right now is so the first thing I'm going to do is to take out, I'm going to sell whatever is less than 10% of this amount, and that will go into my divs, and then I'll withdraw that as TRX into my wallet. Yeah, so we'll do that next week. Or maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. Probably next week, right? Probably next week. And unless there's an urgency from Richard Hart, from Camp Richard, and he says, you know, PulseChain is launching tomorrow, then there's going to be an urgency. But I have a question, Gibbs. What are we talking about today, live stream? So, Davo, just in a nutshell, and we're going to take a look at these two videos about PulseChain as well right now. So this will give you the real reason why we're doing this. But what we're looking at, so for those that don't know, well, for those that didn't get involved in Hex, and you still can, right? Hex is still there for the taking. PulseChain is coming. PulseChain is, if you're going off the strength of Hex, and I'm going off the strength of Hex because I got in as generosity from the Hexicans, and I was taking some of my BTT and dumping it in at the same time. And what we found was the value, the Hex went up so incredibly. Like now, so Hex is a long-term investment. For me, 15 years. So this is stuff that I'm not touching for 15 years. Well, 14 now. But at the moment, on paper, you would not believe the value. The Hex value is over 100 grand for me. $100 US, 100,000 US dollars. And what was put in was probably around about maybe 300 in total, less than 300. It's now worth 100 grand. And that's after not even a year of a 15-year term deposit. So in 15 years, when that's accessible to me, let's just not try to worry about that, because it's going to be so stupidly astronomical that I don't even know what to say. I just don't want to think about it until I have to, because at that point, it's going to be incredible. Now, why are we talking about PulseChain? PulseChain is the next product that Richard Hart is coming out with, and it's not a term deposit. It's not long term. You can make gains on it in the short term. Now, how? I'm not 100% certain, right? I don't pretend to know. I don't pretend to try to talk you around into something that I don't even know what it's about. But going on the strength of what we've seen with Hex, PulseChain looks like something you might want to jump in on. Now, again, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm not here to pretend I have the answers. One thing I am here to do today is to ignore the trolls, so I'm just going to ignore all that crap. But what I will suggest, coming from someone who's not a financial advisor, from someone who got in on Hex and doesn't want to miss the chance with PulseChain, I am now preparing myself for when PulseChain launches to enable myself to get as much PulseChain as possible, or they're going to call it PHEX, I guess. Just to not miss out on that launch day. Now, we've been told from one Hexy mofo, the best course of action is to have liquid Hex in your Metamask wallet ready to go. So what's liquid Hex? Well, that's Hex that isn't staked. So all of my Hex is currently staked for 15 years. And that's why we're seeing massive, massive returns on paper. Coming up, you need to have some liquid hex. Now, I don't want to touch my stakes. I don't want to touch, that stuff's there, right? That stuff is sitting there, this little staking ladder. There's one coming out in November, which I'll roll over again for the next 14 years, but I'm not touching it, right? So how to participate in PulseChain is to have extra hex laying around, liquid, in your MetaMask. So what I'm doing is I'm taking other investments I've made in the last 7 months, 8 months. How long have we been doing this? Since November last year. I've made a few small, and one of them is Bankroll.Network here. We've been looking at that. We're taking out whatever I've put in there, we're taking it out, and I'm trying to get it in as liquid hex in MetaMask ready. So I've got Bankroll.Network. I've also got my Gaze token on Gaze TV. That's worth about $400 US. I've also got Cos.tv. Remember when DLive had an affiliation with Cos.tv for some reason? I can't even remember what it was for. But I signed up to Cos TV and started using it. Now it's a little... That one's going to be a little more detailed. We probably should do that soon as well. But there's no... As soon as Pulse gets announced, the launch date, then we'll talk about rolling out of Cos TV and Gaze TV. I'm going to leave those in there because Gaze TV is on the Ethereum chain, so there'll be a pretty big fee there. Cos TV is a BEP20, so there'll be a fee in there, but not quite as large. It'd be a little weirder. On Cos TV, you earn Cos token for certain things, and then you also earn POP, which gets you vesting, and so then you can have a vested, you get more of a return by vesting, and I've been vesting and voting and all that stuff, which is all going to be withdrawn, and all of that is going to go into MetaMask as liquid hex, ready for PulseChain. Also, my basic attention token, I've been telling you about this forever, use the Brave browser. I've got about 60, maybe $70 US in my basic attention token. Why have I got that? I didn't do anything. I just used a browser. You use a browser on the internet. There's $70 of basic attention token, which I'm going to use to get more hex to go into Pulse. Might as well use Brave, right? Like I keep saying, just use it, and it accumulates. It's not you're not doing anything different. So there's that. What else is there? There's one other one. That might have been it. Gaze TV, Cos TV, Bankroll.Network, basic attention token. I can't recall. There might be one other. I'll have to look into it, but there might be one other thing I've got going on the side. So let us have a look at what is taking PulseChain so long to get here. Because, I mean, theoretically, I know there's a lot more to it than what I understand, right? It's coding. It's what? It's coding? Yeah, I don't understand it, but there's a lot going on. This video, I got two videos here, one from September 15 and one from September 19. First one is, when will PulseChain launch? This is by a channel called Investor London. Let's take a look.
When's PulseChain coming out?
Oh shoot, it's pretty low in the volume.
Like seriously, can you tell me when PulseChain's coming out? Oh, we don't know? Oh, we don't know. Well, we don't know when PulseChain's coming out, but let me give you my time estimate. Congrats to our new subscriber, David Pointer, for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the Investing Club. If you're new to this channel, I talk about Pulse and Hex. Let's get into this Pulse time estimate. So first, let's talk about the big news.
Speaking of pulsing, his audio is pulsing up and down, right?
So basically, PulseChain has a couple things that it needs to get done to launch the main net, or would be helpful for the blockchain. So, number one.
This guy can't spell. PulseChain needs to release their testnet before launching their mainnet.
Is the testnet. PulseChain needs to release their testnet before launching their mainnet. If you do not know what a testnet definition is, a testnet is an instance of a blockchain powered by the same or newer version of an underlying software to be used for testing and experimentation.
Hasn't the testnet been launched yet? I thought maybe we're a little late here, but I thought that had already happened. I could be wrong there.
donation without risk to real funds or the mainnet. So when a blockchain comes out, it needs a testnet to see what bugs are happening, what's not going right, and what they need to fix for the mainnet. Next, Hex needs to be working with eHex. So if you're confused on what I just said there, I'll basically run it down. So Hex on PulseChain will be called Hex, and Hex on Ethereum will be called eHex. So again, if you're confused, Hex right now on Ethereum is just called Hex.
I thought that was wrong too. I thought Hex on Pulse was called pHex and existing Hex was eHex.
That's right. But when PulseChain comes out, that Hex on Ethereum will be called eHex for Ethereum, and Hex on PulseChain will just be called Hex. This was a very good move because people will be drawn into the regular Hex, which is on PulseChain, which will boost the PulseChain economy. Hex needs to be synced with eHex, such as websites, staking, copies of your eHex, and etc. I'm pretty sure that's already done, I would guess, because all they need to do is copy the regular eHex, and there you go. Bridges. PulseChain needs to finish the bridges with Ethereum and other large ERC20s. This is very important. This will be used to transfer Ethereum ERC20s to PulseChain, such as BNB, Matic, if they choose to do those other chains. So what I'm saying by that is if you have ever bridged Ethereum to BNB or a different blockchain, you need a bridge. So you take your Ethereum, USDC, whatever it is on Ethereum.
Bitwave. Rob, what are you talking about? Bitwave? Bitwave? Not sure what you're talking about. Bitwave. Bitwave.tv.
Transfer it to the different blockchain. So that's how other people from other blockchains are going to get to PulseChain. Uniswap, front end for PulseChain. PulseChain needs to have some sort of swap to be able to trade on the blockchain. Example, Ethereum, biggest popular one is Uniswap. BNB, most popular one is PancakeSwap. They need some sort of exchange on PulseChain to be able to trade different tokens on PulseChain. Example, how are you going to buy Hex on PulseChain when there's no exchange on PulseChain? You get what I'm saying? So they need a possible Uniswap frontend, some sort of swap or exchange. Block Explorer for PulseChain. Now, blockchains need a Block Explorer to see transactions and have clarity in the project. Examples, Ethereum Explorer, Bitcoin Explorer, BNB Explorer, Matic Explorer, and so on. These basically allow you to see transactions, allow you to see token economics and functions, and other things. This is really important for people to see what's going on with the project, for developers to build on the chain as well. And the last one is other functions. So example, a wallet. Is there going to be a PulseChain wallet? Is there going to be a different wallet aside from Metamask to be used with PulseChain? We don't know yet, but we do know Richard Hart said that Metamask will work with PulseChain, so we need some sort of input code to import the blockchain to Metamask to be able to use on PulseChain. Then it'd be helpful if there's a coin ranking. I'm pretty sure all the other coin ranking sites will have PulseChain on there, so that's pretty easy. And LP rewards. Now, BNB, Binance Coin, did not make PancakeSwap. It was a bunch of developers that made it on BNB. So LP rewards are not necessary. I'm guessing that people are going to make it on PulseChain, a different exchange and whatnot, because there's hundreds of exchanges out there on different blockchains, so we don't really need to worry about that. And then stablecoins, pretty simple, just a bridge. So now we get into the juicy stuff, the time estimate. Richard Hart stated in one of his podcasts, his latest one, today's September 14th, so I think it was about a week ago, that the testnet should be coming in about a month from now. Now, Richard Hart did say that he is never on time with software, which, I mean, software, you can't really estimate when it will be done.
I guess this is pretty clear then that we don't really have to rush this. So I will happily do this next week, right? We'll do the correct procedure next week.
So we don't know if that means a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I highly doubt that. Or a couple weeks. But he thinks it should be coming out in about a month from now. The fact that we have not gotten the testnet yet is a little concerning. We need that testnet to go into the next phase of the mainnet. Richard Hart's team has been working on fixing bugs within the software, such as I think they just fixed the fee bug or the gas bug. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are right now working on fixing bugs. I think we could be seeing test and launch in 30 days from now. So now I'm talking about my opinion. After the testnet is launched, the team will have to wait and see for the bugs in the testnet and then fix them. So once the testnet is launched, because the testnet is all about fixing it and launching the mainnet, then they need some time to fix whatever in the testnet.
Johnny No Good, thanks for the sub, dude. I apologize for making sub only today. We're on this stream when I'm dealing with crypto. I can't deal with the trolls. The one troll, the dickhead, is just bombarding us with. So I turned on sub only chat. Thank you for the sub. Are there any other hexagons in the chat that might have further knowledge of this? When can we expect testnet to be done? When can we expect And by the way, another question I've got, and I probably should address this to Richard Hart. Will he have a countdown on the site? Say 7 days counting down, 6 days, 5 days, that kind of thing. I mean, I would hope so. I don't know. And if anybody has a direct line in to Richard, can they just ask him? That's a pretty simple question. Like, will there be a countdown, or will it just be, oh, it's launched now, it's already on? Because I'd love a countdown, because I got other preparations I need to do. No worries. I'm very happy. I'm very heavy in Hex and PulseChain, bro. Johnny, good to have you then, man. Good to have you. And I've seen your tweets, man. I know who you are. This is good, and I am happy you're here. I'm concerned, or not concerned. I'm doing what I need to do to get myself ready, and I'm trying to get as much liquid Hex in my MetaMask as possible by doing a few things, getting rid of some things, just cleaning up my crypto, if you like, cleaning up all the, the loose ends. Who did that on?
Rob Mac 7733 donated $5 towards the Jack Behind Me fund. Thanks. My dinner's on fire while she watches TV, and if you've ever wondered what it's like to be me, she takes all my money and leaves me no smokes, yells at my buddies, and insults my folks.
I'm breaking my back, doing the best that I can. She's got the time for the dog, but none for her man. And I'm no dope, but I've lost all hope. So hit the freaking road and piss up a rope. Thank you, Rob Mac, for pissing up a rope and dropping some money onto the Jack Behind Me fund. That's that's a good time to do that too, because I got my eye on these expensive bottles. Thank you, dude. Thank you for that. There's $400 for 2 bottles. 2 bottles from the German, the Tennessee Travelers, only available duty free from Heinemann's in Germany. They're €37 a bottle, €32 a bottle. In Australia, $200. So thank you for donating to the Jack Behind Me fund, and also for giving us a little ween activity there. Testnet, sorry, Johnny says testnet was hinted to be soon. Testnet may last 1 to 14 days. That's a good, okay, so that's good to know, Johnny. That's really good to know. So testnet has been hinted to be soon, which could be a week or 2, could be 3. But once testnet's up, they're going to need another couple of weeks to sort of suss the testnet out. Okay. Can somebody, I don't want to be the guy to tweet at Richard and then not have him respond, but can somebody ask him just generally, like, will there be a countdown? Like, once it's all done, will there be like we are good to go. Countdown starts now, 4 days from now. I'm not saying it's got to be a 2-month countdown. I'm just saying like a countdown so that we can at least, because I know we're all going to be sitting there going, come on. We're all going to be ready for it. We're all going to want to do the right thing. I want to know how long I've got to, get my vested cos.tv out. Got to get my bankroll. I got to do all the stuff, right? Melbourne Doug, feel the earthquake up your way, Gibbs? Dude, I did not even know there was by the way, just a side note for those Aussies, we had a pretty big earthquake quite far south from here, and it was felt in Melbourne. Epicenter was Mansfield, which is where Violent Soho hail from. A little side musical note. But the tremors and the results, well, the permeations, they were felt up in Sydney. Like that's interstate. That's a big earthquake. So yeah, huge, huh? Rob Aussie, thank you for the substreak, man. How did that happen? Substreak. You just subbed today though. That's a short streak. That's better than no streak though.
Well, all the facts that I've gathered, I would estimate the testnet launch in 30 days. Given that it would take 40 days as an estimate after the testnet to fix bugs, I would estimate the main launch in 75 days or 2 months and 2 weeks. So the day I'm recording and gonna post this is September 14th, and 2 months and 2 weeks is on November 28th, 2021, this year.
So he's calling
it. This good. What does this mean? Well,
he's calling it. This gentleman thinks the 28th of November launch.
Given everything that I've gathered, I think this would be a reasonable time. Now, this definitely could be in December or earlier in November. Could be in October. I personally don't see it happening in October. I see it in about November to December. It does take time to post the testnet, then fix everything with the testnet, then come out with the mainnet. So I think this is a reasonable time. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. When you guys think it will launch.
This guy's got a stereo microphone. As he's been talking, it's all over the place.
It's going to happen and whatnot. And I appreciate all your support. I'll see you guys in the next video. And
so,
comments and videos.
This guy's talking 28th of November, but there's one other one we want to check here. How to become a PulseChain millionaire by a channel called My Life is Awesome.
PulseChain bridge, BR!
His audio's better as well.
Yup, y'all can't have no long-term games without no discipline.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Lit, the Mastermind. Welcome back to another episode of My Life is Awesome. Now, today what I want to talk to you guys about is how to maximize your gains in this PulseChain and Hex equation. Now,
this is interesting. This is exactly what I wanted to learn, right? By the way, he's got KRK Rocket 7s, which I've got. Actually, they might be. No, they're 7s. He's got 7s.
We have a very special thing happening. Richard Hart is literally creating 2 projects that can ping pong success tactics off of themselves. You're going to be able to swap Hex for Pulse and Pulse for Hex. And anyone trading on the PRC network is going to need to buy Pulse for gas to trade anything. This is crucial tactics. These are these billionaires coming together with Overwatch and Richard Hart and all the devs who are crushing out major intelligence factors into this equation. These are really smart dudes who are putting this together. And I'm trying to mastermind this whole situation. I want to understand how I can maximize my profits in this game. And here's what I'm coming up with, y'all. Check this out. When you own a crypto called Hex and you own a crypto called Pulse and they ping pong success tactics off of each other, there has to be a way to play this to your advantage. Now, what do you guys know about getting free stuff? Imagine you are cruising down the road and someone tries to give you a big bag of free food. Not many people would take that from a stranger because you don't know if it's been poisoned or if it's funky or if it's expired or if it's out of date or something weird happened to it. Why are they just hooking you up with free food? Think about that. It's very similar with this crypto game. A lot of people don't understand they're getting a big bag of free stuff. A lot of people don't totally understand it because maybe they don't trust it. Maybe they're like, ew, who would do that? Right? You guys know that feeling?
It's a fair point.
A lot of people aren't really getting it. I want to help you understand what is actually happening. Richard Hart and Overwatch game theoried this whole equation. And what they realized is that if they take a hit in the beginning and they give away huge airdrop by copying everybody's coins over to their network and giving it to you free, they're going to benefit in the long run because they're making gas and transaction fees as long as you're trading on their network. So what I think happened is that they had a conversation and they're like, yo, it's the cost of doing business. It's the initial investment. And they're already billionaires. They're already loaded. Look,
Johnny No Good. Once PulseChain starts, it will have some similarities to TRX, like staking and voting with Pulse with 24-hour lock, similar to TRX. That's interesting. Yeah, and any tidbits you've got like that, any information like that, that's really handy to know because yeah, it makes sense. There's going to be validators. There's going to be voting on the validators. There's going to be voting rewards. Makes sense. Would you agree, Johnny? The best way to prepare for this is to have liquid hex in your MetaMask ready to go. Is that what? Like, I mean, I've obviously got my stakes on eHex, which aren't going anywhere. 15 years, they're done, right? They're in place. My T-shares are sitting pretty. Everything's fine. They're not going anywhere. To successfully, or to most. Okay, so I should be clear about this. For those, let me pause old mate here. He's got a good video, but we'll come back to it. For those of us that don't have disposable income, right? You can't dollar cost average. You don't have that facility. You don't have an income coming in like that. For those of us in that position, but those of us that have little bits of crypto here and there, arguably shitcoins, altcoins, would it be fair to say, do what you have to with those to get them together into your MetaMask as liquid hex? This is what Hexy Mofo told me about a month ago. He said the best thing you could do is to ensure you have liquid hex ready to go in your MetaMask. And I want to know if that is across the board the best process, or if you think there's a different take on that. Johnny says, if you're liquid with hex, if you have liquid hex in MetaMask, you're good. Okay, cool. Well, this is good to know. This is what I'm doing then. This is what my process is involving right now. Just all I need to know is when. Like, that's the critical thing. I just need to know when it has to, because there's no point. Like right now, we're trying to take out my bankroll divs, and I'm burning liquid TRX because we made a mistake and the fee, and now I got to wait for that to build up again. Blah blah blah. If I knew when it was happening, and I'm sure many people need the same, I could then prepare myself legitimately for the day. I would like to leave my stuff in as long as possible, right? Why take out, like, well, I guess there's two things there, because you could say, why take everything out and put it in hex now? You could be still earning your divs on your investments in Bankroll. You could still be earning your gaze tokens. You could still, all the stuff that you could be doing if you leave it where it is. Sure, but then again, what if hex goes up to $1? You could have bought it now at, what is it, 38 cents? It's dropped back a bit, 35 cents. You could buy it now, and then all that faffing around that you're trying to do in those places means nothing because it went up to $1. What if in the next week? What if in the next month hex goes to $1? Then all of a sudden it's going to cost double for me to buy that hex to get that liquid. So that's why I'm thinking the process. We just need a date, right? We just need a time. We need a. If I'm going to get married, I want to know the date that I'm going to send the invites out for, right? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Or maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way, but. There's a lot to consider, because don't forget, hex could go down. It is going down. It could keep going down. What if it goes down to like 12, back down to 10 cents? Then you could say, well, you did better off leaving your stuff, all your altcoins where they were, and then buying later on. I guess that's the big gamble, though. That's the nature of the beast. Yeah.
Look behind Richard Hart. He's got millions of dollars in stuff behind him. You know they got that cash, y'all. So why wouldn't they invest that cash into their business and copy over everyone's tokens into an ERC, everyone's coins from the ERC20, and maybe the BNB, maybe PancakeSwap's going to fork. I still haven't even figured that out yet. For sure, I don't have final word. Let me know in the comments below, are they going to copy PancakeSwap and all those tokens as well from the BNB network? That would be out of control. An ETH fork and a Pancake fork would put so many millions of people on the PulseChain network. PulseChain will explode. However, Hex is a huge part of this equation. I don't want you guys to overlook. I don't want you to overlook this. Remember what I asked you? When's the last time someone gave you free stuff, like a big bag of food, so you can eat it and nourish yourself and get strong and pumped up? That's what's happening here. It's now becoming very clear that it can be trusted. We can trust this delivery of free stuff. So if you trust the delivery, the question becomes, why not buy Hex now? any dollar you put into Hex right now is going to be duplicated on the Pulse chain. Therefore, you still get your Hex where you bought it. It gets copied by billionaires and put onto another network. Now you have exactly the same on each network.
Do you guys understand that?
I like this guy's delivery, actually. That's also a factor which I haven't really brought up. You are going to duplicate it anyway, so might be best just to get it in there as soon as possible, right?
That's essentially like you're super hungry and you buy a pizza and you don't eat it. It's just sitting there hot with all your favorite toppings. You're drooling over it. You're ready to mac that thing down. And some billionaire comes up and goes, oh, you like that? Boom. Now all of a sudden, you got two. They just bought you another one and had it delivered. And there's two hot, steaming, fresh pizzas waiting for you to devour them. Or, if you get full on the one, you can sell the other. You can give it away. You can make Christmas for someone and hook them up. Or, you can eat cold pizza in the morning and have a whole nother pizza. You guys get it? That doesn't happen all the time. How many of you guys go to the pizza shop and eat your pizza and someone just buys you a fresh one exactly the way you want it, duplicating it? That doesn't happen, y'all. It just...
Johnny says, soon. Congratulations on the doubling of your liquid and staked hex gives. Seriously, well done. This is an absolute... let's not forget that I said just before, the value of my hex right now is over 100 grand. And that's going to duplicate onto the Pulse chain. So this is... As much as this guy is enthusiastic, I'm the same, right? My gut instinct tells me, do whatever you need to do to get in on this right at the base level. When like we're rolling around with bankroll networks, upping our divs and doing all that stuff and burning energies and freezing, and this is going to be better than that. This feels better, looks better, and if you go on what Hex has done, it's already been proven to be better. Now, I'm not saying Pulse is going to be equal to Hex, but just using the analogy of what Hex has done for people, I don't want to miss out. And that's why I've been really, really keen to... I've been earning tokens using crypto websites. I've been doing the things that I can just to get myself prepared for it. Because when I started my crypto journey, or when I started doing crypto streams, it was about BTT and about DLive dying and about trying to do the best thing I can with the investment that I've been given. Don't forget, my entire portfolio has come from live streaming, minus a little bit. I've contributed some now, but BTT was the fear was DLive is going to die, and I got frightened, and so I took all my BTT out and started doing a bit of a split portfolio with some Bitcoin and some Ethereum. And that's when the hexagons came in. That's when, I think it was like 3 weeks into my stream, hexagons came in, into my streaming for crypto. Hexagons came in and said, have you heard of Hex, dude? Like, no, I haven't, but love to learn about it. Show me about it. And we learn about it. And those hexagons on-ramped me and contributed, right? So they donated Hex to me. I'm happy to have taken it, not knowing what it was. This is before big payday. And when I realized what was going on, I then started taking my staked BTT from DLive and converting it into Hex and adding my own little bits in. And what I'm saying now is, I know how rad that is. And I've only got to look at my staker app to prove it, right? Like, I got in, I got the T-shares, I got the stakes. I'm doing very, very, very well on paper. And here comes a new network from the same guy proving what he's already done and doing it again. So I don't want to miss out, and I'm willing to do the things that it takes to get myself in the best position to have as much liquid Hex as possible to go for gold. Rob Mack, is this financial advice gives? I've already delivered that spiel, but do I look like a financial advisor? Look at me. Look at me. How could I could never advise finance. Do not take this as financial advice. And if you do, consider yourself needing glasses. If you look at me and think, there's a financial advisor, I'm listening to this guy, don't. Go and get your prescription changed because you need to see a doctor. Your eyesight's all wonky. I'm not a financial advisor. This can be considered advice, not financial advice. I'm glad some folks donated some fun funds. Johnny, isn't that interesting? The amount that was donated to me, I think we worked it out. It was less than $300 in total. Less than $300. I might have contributed. It might have been about $260 or $270 or something, and I might have contributed around about maybe 60 on top of that. Maybe 60 in total. Maybe. So we're looking at around about 320. That, on paper, it's over 111 grand today when I looked at it. And I don't want to, I mean, that's, I could run with that now. I'm not going to. I'm invested. I'm going for it for 15 years. I'm down. But what I'm saying is PulseChain is coming, and it's not time deposit. It's not 15-year lockups. So what can we do to best to make best practice so that we don't miss out? That's all I'm doing. Gibbs, I'd rather listen to you than some of those yahoos in a penguin suit, right? Giggle pickles. Yo, Gibbs, this might be your biggest retirement fund. Dude, Johnny, this is what I'm looking at. This is quite literally why I'm looking at this. You know, I'm an old man. I genuinely forgot how old I was then. 46. I turned 46. Yeah, not 47. 46 in August. At the time that 14 years from now, that puts me mid 50s, right? Late 50s. That's going to be the perfect time for me to say, yep, cheers. Cheers, you hexicans. Cheers, Richard. I like pina coladas and I like sitting on this beach, getting older and older and older until I die. That's a good way to go out, huh?
It doesn't happen. It's super rare. However, that's happening right now. So the question becomes...
I'm 47. You're 47. You're 1 year older than me. And grossly paid? Grossly. What is, like, terribly paid? Grossly. Gross is large in German. Big. Terribly paid. Terribly bigly paid. Not sure.
Is the best move in this game right now to buy Hex and stake it?
No, that's not correct. That's the wrong information. Buy Hex and stake it. No. Buy Hex and have it liquid. Don't touch your existing stakes, though. This is what I'm saying. This guy's got it slightly wrong here, I think.
You have staked Hex making you money.
So he's saying if you haven't got stakes already. Okay, fair enough. Don't unstake. Don't emergency unstake.
However, that's happening right now. So the question becomes, is the best move in this game right now to buy Hex and stake it? And then you have staked Hex making you money, like a bank deposit, paying you dividends regularly. So you're chipping out on that stake. Then you also get the price appreciation from whatever Hex does. You guys follow? You're getting payments made to you by staking. Then you're also benefiting from the price appreciation of Hex. Now, that gets duplicated to the PulseChain network. You now have the ability to stake on PulseChain network or keep it liquid. You guys understand? This is multiple...
Not too sure about that PulseChain staking. Aside from voting on validators and whatnot, I didn't think there was a time component to the PulseChain.
Multiple ways to make money. And it's free. Do you guys get what I'm trying to put at you? I'm trying to help you understand. Any dollar you put into Hex is...
I'm digging this. What's this guy's name? I'm digging this content. My life is awesome. This guy gets my vote, hey.
Going to get duplicated to the PulseChain network and be free Pulse. So, it'd be epic to sacrifice. Seriously, epic. However, when we're looking at sacrificing, we're not getting that free copy from the ERC network onto the PRC network, the PulseChain network. when you buy Hex right now and hold it in your private wallet, you're actually going to double any of your investment into Pulse. Now, once you have that double, there's different strategies. You can hodl it and just hold on and flex and let it run up gains, or you can swap it. You can swap it. You're going to have P-Hex. You can swap it for Pulse. If Pulse launches at a really cheap price and you have a
Go back a bit.
into Pulse. Now, once you have that double, there's different strategies. You can hodl it and just hold on and flex and let it run up gains, or you can swap it. You can swap it. You're going to have P-Hex. You can swap it for Pulse.
So at that point, he's saying whatever you... So in my case, let me just go and have a look, actually. I was going to tell you, instead of telling you, I'll show you how much... And by the way, Giggle Pickles, at this particular point, I know you're new to crypto and I know you've got your Tronlink and you've got the BTT staking. You might want to look into a Metamask wallet, Giggle Pickles. You might want to look into getting Metamask. I would hate to see this chance get lost on others as well. That's why I'm being so thorough about it, because I just want to do the right... I want to do the best thing that's possible. And if you're so new to it, it would be... What a story if you got in on it and you were like, goodness gracious. Like, imagine 12 months from now and you did this and you were like, oh my Lord, this has changed my life, right? I'm having issues with connecting my Metamask wallet on the Brave extension. Is that right, Rob Mac? I'm going to bring up mine right now and show you that I haven't had any of those issues. I have had other issues though. Oh, so here we were. This is where we were on Stronghold. By the way, let's have a quick look at how much the energy's gone back up. Yeah, so we're not going to be doing any of those transacting anymore. We're doing all that next week. Let's get rid of all this crap. We'll do this all next week. Let's take a look at my Metamask wallet. It's going to require a series of dots to get in here. So this is Metamask, by the way. That's in the Binance Smart Chain. Let's go back to the Ethereum mainnet. So I've got 310 hex in my liquid. This is my liquid hex, 310 ready to go. I got a little ETH there. That's because I have some stakes coming out or one stake maturing in November, and I need some ETH to pay those gas fees. But I've got 310 hex. So what I'm illustrating there is that's about $130 US. All told, when it comes down to it, if you can add any more to that, this is the way I'm looking at it. If I can add any more to that, I'm going to. And that's what I'm doing here with Bankroll, and that's what I'm going to be doing with Gaze TV and Cos TV and all the other little bits and pieces that I'm going to pull together. Basic attention. Where would I find the Metamask wallet? So the extension. So by the way, 2 pieces of information that is going to be good for you right now, Giggle Pickles. I don't want to be aggressive about it, but if you're not using the Brave browser, get on it and just start using it, right? Just start using it, because like within a month from now, you won't even really know. Like, there'll be a little crossover period where like some bookmarks won't appear there, and you'll go back to... See, I was using Firefox. Sorry, I was using Safari. Firefox I still use for streaming. I was using Chrome for all of my extensions and wallets and stuff. And when I realized that you can get paid to use a browser, it's like, what are you talking about? I want to earn that. I want to earn that BAT, that BAT. It's called Basic Attention Token. They pay you for your attention, which you're giving to Chrome right now, and they're not giving you anything in return. So if you're not using it, go ahead and start using the Brave browser first, which looks like this. This is the Brave browser. This is my rewards this month, 2.783 Basic Attention Token. It's worth about $1.73 US at the moment. But if I was to bring up my, what's my tracking wallet called? Can't remember. I got a tracking wallet on my phone, which tells me how much I've got and what it's of value. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is, from using the Brave browser for about 4 months, I've got about $70 in there. $70 US. And what am I going to do with that? No surprises for guessing. Before the PulseNet launches, I'm putting that in liquid hex. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you can, and I didn't, all I did was use the browser. Like I didn't do anything different. So go ahead and use the Brave browser, and then you can put the Metamask wallet on there as well. But Metamask, I guess it's got a, I'm gonna see it's got a URL, right? I also use pre-search, and you get paid in PRE to use their web search instead of using Google. Might as well. Metamask extension. So there is metamask.io. That's what I was looking for. So this is the Metamask extension. I'll put this in the chat for you. But that giggles, you can use it on Chrome or you can use it on Brave. Obviously Brave. So Brave browser is I guess it's a fork of the Chrome browser. It runs on the same Chromium backend. You might say, nah, I'll just keep using Chrome. Fine. Thing is, $70 is $70. $70 as liquid hex for PulseChain. That's 140 straight away. Doubled it up, right? I don't want to continue with that, but I kind of do want to continue with it because I'm seeing the results myself. I'm seeing earning from quite literally doing nothing. And that's going to double up on the PulseChain, and then I'm going to use that double up to make my investments, whatever I'm going to do, and that's what I'm watching this video for. Not 100% certain what the course of action will be, but let's continue with old mate.
If Pulse launches at a really cheap price and you have a ton of p-hex that shot up in value, you can swap that, and there's your Pulse stack. So you don't just have to sacrifice to make money in this game. I want you guys to know. You may just buy hex. You can stake some. You can stake half. You can stake all of it. However, understand that this is going to get duplicated, and you're going to have a chance to make multiple streams of income from.
But what he's not saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny, what he's not saying is the stakes you've got on EHEX on the Ethereum will also duplicate. So the stakes will duplicate. So if you've got, which I've got 555 stakes, right? They will duplicate across. And does that mean that they come in as staked p-hex, and then you can take them and withdraw them immediately and not go through the emergency unstake process? I'm not touching my EHEX, right? Those stakes are, they're locked in. But what I am worrying or wondering is the duplicate stakes. Are they coming in as unstaked hex, or are they coming in as staked p-hex? He didn't really hit that. I was kind of hoping he would.
This play. Not only that, it's out of control that these billionaires are duplicating these things. Just
Staked EHEX will be still staked on p-hex. Okay, so he didn't quite hit that. So then if you've got, so obviously the obvious next question is, can you unstake p-hex and not pay the emergency unstakes? I guess we don't know that yet because it hasn't launched, but see, I mean, at one point, you're going to have to, well, I'm going to have to make a decision like anybody else is. There's your duplicate. There's your 555 on EHEX, and there's your 555 on p-hex. Are you looking at a double banger for 15 years? Or are you going to say, well, I'm happy with that 100 grand right now in less than a year, so I'm thinking nearly $1 million by 15 years, right? Whatever. I'm happy. That's enough. I'm not going to be greedy here, right? I'm happy with that. But then we got this one here as well. What do we do with that? If you unstake it and you cop the loss, do you then keep it as liquid pulse and start going for gold with that? I don't know. I guess nobody knows at this point. And therein lies the excitement, right? That's where it gets you like, dude, I mean, we've always heard longer pays better. So in that mantra, you'd be better off leaving it. Both p-hex stakes and e-hex. Obviously, don't if you have to, emergency unstake, but if you don't have to, hold it.
Think about that. You're literally getting all your tokens and your coins duplicated on another network. I think the reason they're doing that is because they want those transaction fees. If there's millions of people on their network trading, they're going to make millions of dollars very, 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 very quick.
But this is kind of what I don't get. Johnny confirms 555 on both chains gives same penalties apply. Okay, cool. So then, okay. This comment here, this comment from this guy.
Network. I think the reason they're doing that is because they want those transaction fees. If there's millions of people on their network trading, they're going to make millions of dollars very, 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 very quick.
Who's trading? So here's the thing. Who's trading Hex though? Given Hex is a term deposit. That's the contract. That's the smartness of the contract. It's a time deposit, right? So if we've been told over and over and over and over again that longer pays better, who are the fools that are trading? He's saying that the reason that Richard is giving us duplicates on PulseChain is because they want people to trade that. And if we've just confirmed from Johnny No Good that the locked hex, the staked hex on E will also be locked on P in the duplicate, and the same penalties will apply. Who's doing the trading? Like why are you trading? If the concept of hex is not trading, the concept is get this shit and stake it. Delayed gratification. We've heard this saying many times, right? The delayed gratification. Hold it, wait. So who's trading on either of the chains? You're not meant to. Longer pays better. It's been drilled into our heads. Longer pays better. Hold it. So now we're getting a duplicate, and he's speculating that the reason that they're doing that is because they want to make the transaction fees from all the transactions. Who's transacting? If you're getting such mass, like, are we going to get T shares on P as well? Are we going to see P shares? Yeah. There's always people trading on any coin or token, always. Staking is better so you don't have to trade, but there's always traders. So is the notion, and thank you, Johnny, for confirming, man, is the notion that PHEX is not a time deposit incorrect? Is that the wrong concept? Now, as it stands right now, you can trade EHEX, but nobody does because, well, very seldom is it done because of the extremely ridiculous gas fees on the Ethereum network. So therefore, if EHEX is a term deposit and people like me are like, I don't want to touch it because it's going to cost everything to do that, and therefore we hold it for 15 years, we now get a duplicate onto PHEX, but the cost to transact is minimal because it's his own forking. Fork you! He's forked it, and there's no transaction, very minimal transaction fees. So therefore, people will be incentivized to trade, but the idea is still the time deposit. Have I got that right? The concept is still, dude, hold this shit for 15 years, and then off you go sailing in the sunset. If that's what I'm understanding, then I'm not going to trade, right? As soon as PulseChain launches, I guess I'm going to tie up my PHEX as well. And by the way, what happens to the EHEX in my MetaMask? So I've got 310 hex liquid. Now I know that duplicates, right? I know that becomes PHEX, and I can then do what I want with it, either stake it or transact it. But what physically happens with the MetaMask hex? Does that just sit there as liquid? And once that snapshot phase and that duplicating phase is done, at that point, do you go, oh, I might as well just cop the loss here with the Ethereum network and stake this sucker in as well, right? The concept is still the same for EHEX as well as PHEX. It's up to you, really. This is good, man. I'm learning a lot here. I'm learning a lot, Johnny. Thank you for answering so cleanly and clearly, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay. And have I got that bit right as well? Like once this convert or this duplicate phase is done, and you've got your, I guess there's going to be a wallet, right? Once you've got your little phex wallet and you've got that in there, and then you go back to MetaMask and you say, oh, there's the DNA which gave me. It's like this is like the hex DNA, right? This is what gave me my phex. So now I've got that there. Well, you know what? Okay, it's going to cost me a small fortune to stake that. I might as well just stake it in. 555, add it to my existing ladder. Off you go. Your liquid hex will have a copy on phex. Yes, I understand that. You flip a switch on to PulseChain. Oh, so it'll be within MetaMask. Gotcha. Just hit the button on top of the MetaMask to select the PulseChain. Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking there'd be another wallet, but I get you. So it's like you can choose the Binance Smart Chain, you can choose the Ethereum network. So you do that, but then when you come back to your Ethereum mainnet and you've still got this hex just sitting there as liquid, and the conversion's already been done, are you free to then just go stake it in, right? Like why would I guess the other thing maybe is, can you convert liquid ehex to phex in MetaMask? Is this the bridge that's going to be needed? You can go from Ethereum to Pherium to phex. I'm just wondering what's going to happen. What will, actually not wondering what's going to happen, but what would be the best thing to do with that remaining hex? You got this hex that you've been, like what I'm doing now, right? I'm building up this liquid hex. So I'm gathering all my acorns together. I'm shoving them in my gob and I'm putting them in the tree. The tree's MetaMask. At some point, some lovely arborist is going to come and not knock the tree down. They're going to build a second tree. And so I've got all this beautiful hex in my little squirrel nest. And then I've all of a sudden got a duplicate, but this stuff is still going to exist as well, right? Once that duplicate's sitting there going, I've got this stuff to play with too. Do I then just go, yeah, I know it's going to cost a bit, just lock it in, add it to my ladder. Won't be a 555, it'll be less than, like be 14 years and whatever, and I'll add it to come out at the same time. Whatever you want to do, Gibbs, keep liquid or stake it after you get the copy. Right on. You've clarified it for me. Nicely clarified. Whatever you want to do. And of course, what I will do is to stake that shizzle and forget about it. Stake it and forget about it. Stake it and go for a surf. That's what I'll do. Look at this pause on this gentleman's face. He's like, do you get this? Are you getting this?
Think about that, y'all.
Think about it.
It's going to add up exponentially. That's the play, in my opinion. That's the mastermind. Why wouldn't you copy everything over when they're going to be paying you all these coins for transaction fees and gas? It's worth it. The initial investment is worth it. It's similar to like buying a huge property and putting out 1,000 little houses on it, and then 1,000 people pay you rent every month.
Oh my god, my boy lit's the fire. He's right. 1,000 renters paying $1,000 a month is $1 million a month in income coming in.
Dude, that's $12 million a year.
And you just sit there collecting. And they need to buy the water. They need to drink water. So you charge them for the stream, only a little bit. Little transaction fees. All right, you want your water? Give me $1. Now, all these people all day long are paying you dollars. And they're paying you rent. Why? Because they're on your land. Think about it. Once you're on the PulseChain network, it's like you're on the land.
But what he's not addressing here is that I guess his point will be people will start transacting because they weren't able to on the Ethereum network because of the ridiculous gas fees. And the reason this even exists is to alleviate those gas fees. So in many ways, the idea of PulseChain isn't fixing anything really, but it's providing an alternative, because the gas fees will still exist on the Ethereum network, which is what I just said, right? Like once this duplicate process has happened, and by the way, it's not just hex that's getting duplicated, it's whatever you've got in your Metamask wallet. So if anybody's watching this on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and you're thinking, what's this guy talking about? You don't have to have hex. Any token in your Metamask is getting duplicated. So at that particular point, you still have to transact. If well, you don't have to, but like Johnny No Good just said, you can choose to do whatever you want. But I know what I'll be doing. I'll be taking, once that duplicate's happened and I'm sitting pretty on the PulseChain doing my thing, I'll go back to the Ethereum chain. I'll be like, okay, this will be the last time I'll have to do this. I'm going to tie this shizzle in I'm going to time it so that it goes all the way through to the 15-year mark, and it happens to be at the same time as the 15-year one comes out, which is sitting there right now. And whatever the fee will be, I'll pay that. That'll be the last time I'll do that until the very end when I take that out. So that's kind of, I think this guy's missing that just slightly.
And paying for stuff. That's the billionaire move. It's like, imagine if they gave you the house to live on and they said, yep, go ahead, move in free. No deposit. You can walk onto the property, move all your stuff, move your family. However, you're going to pay me rent and you're going to pay for water. Dude, think about that, y'all.
That's literally, it's like, that's a terrible pause. That's not a great example because there's upkeep as well for a house. Anyway.
That's what these billionaires masterminded. I'm telling you, I cracked the code. I cracked the code to this whole project. That's what they're doing. Not only that, they know with a big bag of Pulse and a big bag of Hex, you can swap the two and ping pong them off of each other, and you can raise price or lower price. You can control the whole market. It's super badass, y'all. If you want to be in control of these coins and have big bags of each one and ping pong success tactics, this is exactly the way you would do it. You wouldn't want to launch a network and have nobody on it. You want to launch a network and have millions of people on it. How do you do that? The way you do that is you give it away for free at first. It's like, imagine you buy a camera from Home Depot and the camera's for security and you put it in your house. The camera costs $50, okay? What if you could get that camera for free? Okay, just imagine they give you the camera for free, or they charge you so little for the camera, the company barely breaks even. So they're not making money selling the actual camera. But what do? They charge you for the subscription. So you can't get the film of a robber breaking your house unless you've paid the subscription fee. Think about that, y'all. That's exactly how it works with security cameras. Go to Home Depot, try to buy a camera, and find out what? Oh, what? There's a subscription fee every month? Why do they do that? I'll tell you why. It's because they're gonna make way more money on you if you're paying a monthly subscription every month than they are if you just buy the camera and get to record for free on your Wi-Fi network. It's the same thing, y'all. It's like they're giving you an initial thing at a killer value. However, once you start using that technology, now you have to pay for it every month. That's exactly what they're banking on with this PulseChain network.
Only if you transact on it, though. If your longer plays better, if you're doing the right thing and staking it, you're not paying the transactions. And they're so minimal anyway. I think this guy's missing it. I don't want to disassemble this guy's thesis, but I think he's missing it just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Any trade that's made, you have to use gas. Any trade that's made, you're going to pay fees on buying that token or that coin. You guys understand? Once you're on the land, you can get there for free. They're copying it over. You're going to get on the PRC for free. It's the same as getting on the land with a house. It's like someone giving you a house and then saying, all right, I own it, but you can live there. You can drink the water. You can eat the food, but you got to pay little fees every time you do it. It's the same thing, y'all. Whoever owns that land and has 1,000 people on those houses, eating the food, drinking the water, paying these fees, paying the rent, they're going to chip out like crazy. That dude's going to end up with all the dollars. Now, I want you to understand a little bit about human psychology.
His land rent home example is just confusing. Yeah, I think it's not quite there. The concept is loosely there, but it's not exactly it's not quite accurate. King Samuga, how you doing, man? Hello, Kingskis.
Who ends up with all the dollars?
Did you lost your global partner? No, I've never been a global partner. I've I've been a verified partner for a while. I've never been a global partner though.
They figured this out, y'all. I'm going to tell you what's up. In psychology, they did this study. It's called the island study. They took 100 people on a deserted island and they gave each of them $1. You know what happened within 3 days? I mean it, 72 hours. Within 72 hours. 1% of the people to 3%. That means 1 to 3 people had all of the dollars. Why? Because they...
You King, yo King, gives the global partner today, yo. I mean, I would never, like, to be completely frank, the subscription number, you need like 150 subscribers, and you gotta do that for 3 months. I barely have 30 subscribers to the channel. The highest I've ever seen is like 80, and you gotta have 150. I'll never get global partner at that point. 150 subscribers a month, and you gotta have that for 3 months. I'm sitting on 30 right now. And I've barely seen 80 at the absolute max. So I guess that won't happen.
They figured out something the people needed, and they gave it to them and took their money. And pretty soon, either one person or 3 people had all of the dollars within a couple days. Think of that psychology. What does that mean? That means not everyone's created equal. We all are created different. That's the beauty of the earth plane. Everyone's created different, so we all think different, and that's how it becomes fun here. If everyone was the same, exactly the same, and everyone's driving around in benzos with the same kind of house and the same kind of car and the same kind of kids, this place would be boring. But it would be so boring if everyone was all cookie cutter, the same, thought the same, acted the same, did the same. What makes the world cool is everyone's super different. We're all at different levels of consciousness and different levels of thinking and different levels of understanding money. The same way goes for Hex and Pulse. Everyone's at different levels of understanding this. So you get these few people who are elite and they're holding all the dollars. Now, Richard Hart and Overwatch are these elite dudes. They're already billionaires.
Overwatch? Who's Overwatch?
They're already the dudes on the island who have all the dollars, and the rest of these people don't. Think about this, y'all. When someone like that creates a project, are they going to fail? Are they going to let it get rug pulled and destroy itself? Probably not. They're probably going to build it and build it and build it till it absolutely explodes. That's my thinking, y'all. I'm putting these pieces together and I'm masterminding this whole crypto game. I've got hundreds and hundreds of hours of research into this stuff, and it's starting to make a lot of sense. Follow what I'm saying and you're going to understand exactly where I'm coming from. Now my question becomes, for all you hardcore hexicans, let your boy know, am I hitting the nail on the head? Is the best strategy going forward into this game to stack your hex, even if you're new to hex? Stacking hex now means it gets duplicated over to the PulseChain network. Once you have those duplicates, you can keep your hex.
Kane Paul, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D live stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D live stream. Thanks for the follow.
And hodl it, and you can have all your pulse, your P hex right here, which you can trade for pulse. So if you want to stack pulse, it might be best to stack hex, and then you get it duplicated and swap.
When he says stack, do you think he means stake, or is he just saying like get it? I think he might be just meaning hold, like obtain it.
Swap that for pulse. You could do that and crush both games.
I'm PulseChain Bridge beyond.
Man.
So there it is, y'all.
So much love.
Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I got so much love for my Life is Awesome fam. I hope you guys know that. And tell me something. Tell me if y'all are getting the response.
Warrior introduced you here. Oh, that's nice. Warrior's cool. Say good day from me to Warrior, and thanks for being here, man.
Responses in the comments section. When you comment on my videos and we break through this YouTube beatdown and the comments actually post, because a lot of my subs are writing me being like, bro, I'm trying to post on your videos. YouTube won't let me. I've refreshed the page. It doesn't show up. I write it different. It's not letting me post.
Mage Spur with the follow. Hey, Mage Spur, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow.
So, I want to know, if you're posting on my videos, are you getting the responses, or do you have to see the video and scroll down and realize, whoa, he actually responded? Because I'm responding to all of my Life is Awesome fam. I'm here to help. I'm here to ping pong success tactics with you guys.
Hey, Mage Spur, go easy on the flag, dude. Easy, easy. 1 flag is good. 100 flags, yeah. We don't need to see them.
That's what's up, y'all. So, let me know, are you getting responses from me on the channel comments? Next, if you've had any benefit from this, show me some love and share this on.
Warriors in the house. And thank you, Davo. I'm just listening in and lurking. No worries. Warrior, how you doing, man? Hey, Match Spear, no more flags. No more flags, dude. I'm going to tell you no more times. No more flags. No more flags, dude. None. No more flags.
On your socials. I need all the help I can get right now because my little channel is getting beaten down and my links aren't getting shared. That's it, y'all. Help your boy out. I'm here to help you. Let's get this money in this PulseChain
That's
game
it.
because there is a lot of wealth to be had. And I think I'm hitting the nail on the head before this project launches. I think we may be looking at something that's like Bitcoin at $1 when we see Hex. I'm telling y'all, I'm getting this feeling that this might be one of the best investments you ever make in your whole life. And with the stock market crashing and going to crash, I'm calling it. The stock market's going to tank. Forget
the stock market. We're talking about crypto. Kane fell over a grill today. Is that right? Hex is awesome. G'day, Redco. How you doing, man? Yes. Very, very excited by Hex and PulseChain. Very excited.
We have way too many factors.
H-Man in the house. Andrick, hello. How you doing, man? Yeah.
Against us in the stock market. I think the crypto market might pop. We're looking at a future currency that's going to be mainstream adopted, and we're still early. We're still way early in this crypto game. In 5 years, it's probably going to be way more normal than it is right now.
This is
so
true.
Be proud of yourself if you're here right now and get invested. Don't be afraid to invest in this stuff. Just be smart about what you do it and how you do it. That's all, y'all. We'll talk to you guys soon. So much love from my Life is Awesome fam.
All right. I want to... Oh, that's another bad pause. I want to see some of the comments here. Just... I wanted to see if some of these comments... Yeah, interesting. Everyone's just giving him praise. I think he pretty much nailed it, but there are a few things that I think he just sort of... He didn't really hit on. Like he kept talking about the only reason that Richard Hart's doing this is so that he can take the money from the transactions on the network. And it's like, well, first of all, the idea of it is to stake longer, so that's less transacting. And the other thing is the transaction fees are so minimal, that's the point of it. So the transaction fees right now on Ethereum are so expensive. That's the reason why this is being created. So they're not going to rape you for fees on the PulseChain if you've just been bamboozled on the Ethereum network, and that's the reason they created this. So I think he's kind of got it slightly wrong. But the concept is there. But folks, that's going to wrap up the PulseChain and the Hex content. I'm going to take a quick break here and go to the bathroom. If you've got anything you want to discuss about cryptocurrency, I literally have no more tabs. I normally have tabs up the wazoo here. I literally have no tabs at all. So if you got anything you want to discuss crypto related, got any links to any crypto content that you want to pop in the chat, now's the time to do it. This is pretty rare that we have a clean slate. I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. I just wanted to let you know that the PulseChain stuff and the Hex stuff is kind of, until next week when we've got more energy back in my Tronlink and we can go and do that bankroll stuff correctly, we can't do anything here. So I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm going to play you a surfing clip. I'm going to go and replenish my water and drain the main vein. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the super quick wave a day edit. I sucked. Today's my birthday. I had the worst surf I've had in a long time. Really sucked. You'd think you'd have a great one on your birthday. You'd think things would line up. They didn't. Conditions were difficult. Seems like it's better now, but when I was out there, it was real sucky, like lowest tide, suck you up, smack it on the sand, knock you around, and I got nothing worthy, like really nothing worthy. Really disappointed myself. I'm freezing cold. It's my birthday, I'm supposed to have a good surf. I didn't. I let you down, I let me down. What do you think?
Good morning, Sunday. Cold, very cold. Slot track. Looks like it's on. What? Is that working? How can that be? Yep, it's perfectly working. I can see the green lights. Look at those. God, clouds. I think the rain's missed us. That's good. Let's go wave skis.
Another boat with a rock and a sling. I'm sailing. I'm not waiting. I'm not sailing. I'm not waiting. I'm not sailing.
Well, there's my first wave. Yeah, lousy, right? Just a lousy closeout left. Nothing to see here.
Sail to the moon, drive by the stars, rock to the sun. I'm sailing with a wind that counts.
That might be my best wave here so far. We are 40 minutes in and I've got one okay ride. And when I say okay, I mean very loosely just okay.
I'm sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing.
Oh, there's a little right as well, a little right hand section. What is a fast blinking light on the flat track mode? It's like blink, 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 blink.
I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting.
Not really having much luck with wave selection here. It's like everything's closing out and just thumping, sucking up, smacking on the sand. Not really having much birthday luck.
Floating in a tum-thumb, I'm sailing. At the end of the world, it's the end of your life. Till the end of time, I'm sailing. I'm not waiting, I'm not sailing, I'm not waiting.
What do you say? What do you know? What do you do? I sucked, right? And by the way, today, the last day of a Wave a Day winter edition. This is the end of the project. 30 days of surfing for the winter, spread over the 3 months of winter. That's it, 30 days done. Look, I got FOMO here, watch this. Even these people are getting rides and I couldn't get anything. Really sucked. And I just spat on my jacket. You really suck today, dude. So while I sit down and think about how bad I sucked, you guys can go back to the live stream.
Oh, you guys are back already. What? I was just reading in the chat. Redco said when Hex launched, he swapped all for Bitcoin and then sold all the Bitcoin the next day. So he was able to claim heaps of free Hex. Hell yeah. That's rad, dude. That's rad. Good move. Good, smart play, right? And I see Davo is typing in Turkish. Here's the thing, and this could be the wrong way to approach this, but when we see someone come into a non-English speaking, sorry, when we see a non-English speaking person come into an English speaking stream and they just put flags and stuff, I'll give them a few warnings, right? No more flags. Calm down, calm down. We get you like your flag. We get it. Don't have to do it 10 times. Just once is good. Twice is fine. 3 times, yeah, it's okay. 4 times, now you're getting a little annoying. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're done, right? So no more flags. The thing is, you'll often see them say, I don't speak English. And my take on that is, okay, so anything I say from there on or from anywhere, they're not going to understand. So like I could say, oh, you don't understand English? Oh, that's good. Okay, no worries. Well, we're an English-speaking channel, so please speak English and calm down on the flags. No, they don't. They've just said they don't speak the language, so there's no more point in communicating. So all I do, and this is how I take this as a streamer, I just flat out ignore them from that point. When they say I don't speak English, I just completely 100% ignore them, because it doesn't matter what I say or what I do, they don't understand it. So it and sometimes I feel like it might be an elaborate troll, right? Could just be a troll trying to G up another thing, right? Get your distraction again by using language barrier. So I just go, well, if you don't understand it, in my head I'm thinking, well, what's the point of even talking if they don't understand it? So then I just move on. So Davo, even though I appreciate you, I guess, going to Google Translate and putting whatever that means, there's no point. Like, it's nice of you to have done that for sure. I'm not too sure what that actually says, but there's no real point doing it, because why would you walk into a room full of people speaking French and just stand there saying, I don't speak French. I don't speak French. Here's my Australian flag. I don't speak French. I don't speak French. I don't speak French. And stand there. You wouldn't, would you? You'd be like, oh, they're all speaking French. This is going to suck for me. I don't speak French. And you turn around and walk back out and go somewhere that maybe you can get a translator or... So that's my take on it. And I just thought I'd address that, because I see you went to the trouble of doing the Google Translate, which it's kind of you. It's nice of you. Charlotte Rose, hey y'all. Charlotte, I saw your link there. We're not going to take... you put a link for the earthquake situation. We're doing a crypto stream. I will take a look at that tomorrow, but we are specifically crypto here. So yeah, just at this stage, there is an earthquake in it. Well, there was an earthquake in Australia. It's not breaking news. It happened this morning, but it's big. It's big news. We don't often see earthquakes in Australia, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. Yo, Davo. Hey, Charles. Sorry, Gibbs. I'm here to help you. No, it's no need to apologize, Davo. I appreciate that you've done that. That's just my take on it, and my take on that might be wrong. Like you might say that's a terrible way to take that, Gibbs. This guy's trying to engage in your content. The thing is, if they don't understand what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what I say. Like I could be saying the most beautifully welcoming, open message, but they don't understand it because they don't understand English. So I just ignore it. I just go, okay, then we'll just move on. We'll just continue. Now, with that being said, because this is a crypto stream, if anybody has any question, like I said before, I've got nothing lined up, like in terms of crypto coins to talk about. At this particular juncture, it's up to you guys. If you want to talk crypto and you got any questions, or if you have any suggestions, or if you got any links to anything, now's the chance, because my slate is clear. We've done what we could do, or what we wanted to do, a little of it. We didn't really do it very well, but we'll do it again next week. Bankroll.Network kind of messed me up. I was kind of thinking like Giggle Pickles, maybe because you're beginning this avenue, you're beginning this journey into crypto. Maybe you might have some questions. Maybe you might not. You might be all clear. But speaking of Giggle Pickles, Gibbs, how do I transfer my Tron wallet to MetaMask? Now, you can't. So that terminology, how do I transfer my Tron wallet to MetaMask? So that's not kind of how it works. Like you can't just convert a wallet. I'm gonna take it that you might have meant, how do I take the contents from like my coins in Tronlink? Like you've got BTT and TRX these days, right? So you're now asking, I guess you're asking, how do I convert one of those to maybe ETH? Is that, I guess? What about beefy.finance? Giggle Pickle says yes. Okay, so at that particular point, man, I think I gotta cover up this gap. I don't know. Does that distract you guys? It's only this time of the year when this happens, but whenever I lean back, I get this blare of light on my eyes. So Giggles, what you're actually asking is, how do you transfer coins? You're asking how to swap coins. And I'm assuming you're asking it because you want to get some hex, right? So depending on, yeah, take my BTT and put it into ETH. Gotcha. So I put a glam shot of you and your DLive channel on my Twitter. Have a good night, Gibbs. Did you think, Johnny, did you tag me in it, man? I hope you tagged me in it on Twitter. I follow you on Twitter, so I hope you tagged me, man. Thank you for that, by the way. Hendrik, I don't even know enough about crypto to ask any questions. Comtech, I'll grab that out. Beefy.finance. I don't know much about Beefy.finance. Let's take a look at it. We'll come back to that in a second. But Giggle Pickles. So to answer your question, I think you're more asking, how do you get hex? Would that be a better way to describe it? Because you're already, I'm going to assume you've got BTT and TRX, right? And you're already staking your BTT, so you're going to need the TRX. My advice would be not to touch the TRX. You need that to transact to stake on DLive. You probably need to think about it a different way. Like you. Okay, so I'm going to approach this from a similar position I'm in. Not a huge amount of disposable income to go and buy crypto, right? In fact, none. So a big fat zero at this point for me. And you might be, I'm not saying you are, but you might be the same. The best thing you could do would be to install the Metamask wallet, right? Get that, do your seed phrases and do your backups and get Metamask working. Ideally in Brave, if you want to use Chrome, whatever. Get it working. Get your MetaMask up and running. Then here's a thing you could do. If you want to earn an Ethereum-based token, if you want to start earning a token that's already on the Ethereum chain, and you want to do it with no cost, and then the idea is that later on, ideally before testnet, you have that token in your MetaMask and it will convert across, or you can convert it to hex yourself. My advice, and I've said this for a long time, start uploading content to Gaze TV. Now, you might not be interested in creating vlogs or content talking whatever, but you could go out and shoot a 20-minute sunset, and you could do 7 days of sunsets in your town, right? You could pick the greatest spot for a sunset and say, and you could do a video where you're like, I'm going to come back here every day for the next 7 days and show you what the sunset looks like in my town. And you could use a beautiful track, like a nice royalty-free, you could even make your own on a keyboard or what, just do something. And when you start uploading that to Gaze TV, you start earning, and I'll show it to you, right? Where's my here we go. Let me show it to you. I've talked about this for a long time, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is gazetv.com. I'm not logged in. Let me just log myself in. Squares and traffic lights. Select all the traffic lights. These traffic lights. I am not a robot. I am not a robot. So here's the thing. We're logged in here. Now, if I go to my channel here, I've been uploading all of my existing content from YouTube and new content onto this platform. And I see your comment, Giggle Pickles. I can't do any vlogs at the moment because I'm going into the hospital at 8 a.m. my time. So here's the thing. Okay. I'm trying to think of a way, or I'm trying to illustrate a way that you can get an Ethereum-based token without having to pay for it. Gaze TV is definitely a way where you can get a little foot in the door. If you've already got videos on your phone, heck, upload those. If you've already got some funny things on your phone that are worthy of sharing, right? Get it. Come over here, sign up, start uploading, and I'm just going to show you my wallet here. Go to Reward Center. My wallet, in total, the balance, can you see this here? Make it larger for you. 140,048 gaze token, 0.28888 gaze token. So if we go down and we want to exchange this, right? So let's just say you'd started uploading when I told everybody about this, which is March this year. I told everybody about Gaze TV and I said, start uploading. James in Germany did. Rob Mack did for a little while. Somebody else did as well. Either way, I've been uploading twice a day on Gaze TV. This value, if we want to convert this out, so change ETH to US dollar. So what's $1 US worth? 456 Gaze tokens. What's $10 US worth? 4,564. What's 100? 45,000. Now you see where I'm going with this? I've got 140,000 here. 140,048. So we're looking at about, where are we? About 350 at this particular point. 140,048, 159,000. So we're looking at a little less than that. 330, maybe 320, maybe 310, maybe 300. So we're just looking over at 300. So we're looking at about let's just call it 305. Took out the 3. So we're looking at $305 is what roughly, let's call it 310. 310 bucks. That there is instantly swappable. That's, I can now send that to my Metamask wallet and I will have $310 in my Metamask wallet, 310 US dollars. And all that is coming from uploading content to Gaze TV and interacting with Gaze TV, commenting. This is your token rewards here down the bottom. I'll scroll this up so you can see it. You get 0.25 just for liking. You get 0.25 just for watching content. You get 0.25 for sharing content. You get 0.25 for commenting on content. And you get 0.10 for every second that you upload. Every second you upload gets 0.10 Gaze token. So here we have a way. Now this is one example that I'm talking about before, where I'm going to convert all this into liquid hex ready for PulseChain. That's 310 bucks worth. I've also got Cos TV, and all I'm doing, Giggles, I know you've got to go to hospital, and I know you've said this, but aside from buying hex with cold hard cash, that's one way to do it without spending anything. Now you'd want to have been doing that for a little while, and if you're getting onto it later, which is what it is now, you'd probably want to be doing 3 or 4 uploads a day. I'm doing 2 uploads a day, and I'm interacting with people. I'm commenting, I'm liking, I'm upvoting, I'm enjoying the content. It's a reward mechanism which is instantly transferable, but don't forget it's on the Ethereum chain, so it's costing you gas. So you want to do it. This is the reason I want to do it once at the end. You want to make that one transaction to your MetaMask wallet at the very end before PulseChain launches. And that's why, Richard, can we get a countdown for whenever that might be, when we get closer? H-Man, I got a few gays from watching on gays, but I try to save my data for streaming. Understood, understood, yeah, understood. Lone Wolf, hey Lone Wolf, how you doing, man? Now, that being said, let us move across and have a look at what Beefy.finance is. The multi-chain yield optimizer. Oh, that's interesting. Multi-chain. The website's kind of static. Beefy Finance. There's a couple of links up there. Reddit. There's cows down here. Binance Smart Chain, AVAX, Hexco, Polygon, Phantom, Harmony, Arbitrarium. You know what? Let's get to YouTube and see about Beefy.finance. Beefy.finance. Let's see what this is about. A step-by-step guide to everything. $5 wrench. Let's take a look at that. I'm earning 2.43 billion%. That's an astronomical number. Let's take a look at two of these videos.
Hey everyone. Today I thought I'd just take a bit more of a deeper dive at the Beefy Finance.
This is an Australian by the sound of it. G'day, mate. Comtech, I forgot it works best on a phone and a wallet like Trust Wallet. Oh, okay, gotcha. So I do have the Trust Wallet on my phone. Right, okay. Let's see what this is about, but it might not be a desktop thing.
Site and just explain each of the different ways you can actually deposit.
No worries,
so
mate.
I'll be starting with the Polygon chain and actually using the Polygon chain, but I'll explain what each of the other ones are on each different chain just in case. So by default, all these drop-down menus will say all, and default. But what I like to do, since I only deposit single assets, which is the same as just one token.
Wait a sec, dude. If you haven't explained what this is, man. Let's learn what this is. What is Beefy Finance? What is it? What is it? Beefy Finance. Can someone just tell me what it is? What is Beefy.finance? An overview, getting into it. Cool. Okay, so I guess we'll just have to watch what we've got.
For one coin, I like to select single assets and sort by APY, so the highest earning, but I'll go through each one just to explain what each one means. So starting with single assets, that means you only need one token. If I wanted to deposit the Titan token, you just need the Titan token. If I wanted to deposit the Beefy token here, you just need Beefy.
So there you go, Comtech. Beefy is a way to stake token pairs in a compounding system and across multiple chains. It's a yield aggregator. Gotcha, Redco. Okay, cool. Okay.
Beefy tokens. This one only has a 0.5% withdrawal fee. Most of the other ones have 0.1% withdrawal fee. So that's something you really need to look out for when you do the maths on the APY and how long you're going to be leaving it in for. So at the moment, I've actually got 1.375 Matic in my Metamask wallet, as it shows up here. I haven't actually deposited any. When I do deposit some, it'll update the balance on the side here. So to deposit...
Look in my DMs, I put a screenshot to you last week. Did you? Yeah, okay, so that's... Okay, I'd forgotten about that. Let me have... Oh, no, you did. You showed me the API that you've got, right? Let me just bring this up. I hope it didn't open up on the wrong screen. Hold on a second. I hate it when Discord just goes... Wait for Discord. Yes, it did open up on the wrong screen. I'm glad I... Can I set that to open up on the right screen? Let me have a look. Comtech. I won't yeah, I won't put this on screen unless you're cool. Here are two of the high reward liquidity pools in Beefy Finance. 453% APY and 375% APY. Dang. That's a huge APY, right? Pah! Wow. I mean, crikey.
Yeah, I'll just go 0.1 because I don't want to do it all. I'll go deposit. Go confirm. And as I do have a ledger, of course, Ledger Live needs to open. Open. You won't need to do this if you don't have a ledger. You can just ignore this. Or if you're on Firefox, this doesn't actually happen. So now I'll just confirm the transaction on my ledger. In the activity tab, you can see that's still pending, so it hasn't been confirmed on chain yet. There we go. So now it's confirmed. Alright, now that the deposit is confirmed, just 0.1 Matic, we can see on the tab here, this is how much I've actually deposited. And in a few days, it should go up by...
That's the same as the withdrawal fee. He deposited 0.1, which is the exact withdrawal fee.
About 0.05%, but I'm not too worried about that. When I want to withdraw, I'll get all this back minus 0.1%. So just doing the maths quickly, I deposited 0.1 Matic, and this is 0.1%. So Beefy is going to take 0.0001 of my Matic when I want to withdraw it, which isn't too bad as I only deposited a tiny amount.
Yeah, he has it in Aussie dollars. So this guy, yeah, he's an Australian, obviously. But that's an interesting point. I have all my crypto in US dollars because otherwise it just gets too confusing, right? Like the easiest way to gauge the value of something is by a known entity, and the known entity all over the internet is USD. So I just use USD.
And you'll also notice sometimes
but that also works to Aussies' favor. When I'm laying in bed at night and I've just checked my app and Hex has gone up to 48 cents, I just like, I say, hey Shlomo, what's 111,000 US dollars in Australian dollars? And she's like, 111,000 US dollars is 160 Australian dollars. I'm like, hey, I'll go to sleep on that note. Even though I won't be able to see that till another 15 years, but it's kind of nice to have a nice thought before you go to sleep, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Balance will go down ever so slightly. This is due to the way it compounds. So on this chart here, you can see your balance will go slightly down, and just before it compounds it, it'll go back up, down a tiny bit, back up a lot, down a tiny bit, and back up. But it's not going to be that significant of how much it goes down, so you don't have to worry too much. And this happens to every vault as well, not just Matic. So I'll go withdraw all, confirm, and now that's all done. My deposited amount is 0 because I took it back, and my balance is back to 1.372, so on, and I got most of it back there. And this applies to every single asset pool as well. So I've already deposited my wrapped Bitcoin and my ETH, so it's showing up here as how much I've deposited. And when I want to withdraw, I'll just go 100% because I'd probably want to withdraw it all. Calculate what 0.1% of 50 is. That's how much they'll be taking. And then go withdraw. Just to confirm that I'm happy with the fee. Then I'll get my ETH back. So now going to stable LPs, you'll need both tokens to become a liquidity provider. Or if we take a look at the Curve liquidity.
In Swiss francs, it's always less than $1, so I always like the bigger number. Yeah.
Provider, it's not going to say LP there, but that's because it's not just 2 tokens, it's 3 and could be more as well on other chains, and it uses Curve instead of SushiSwap. So I'll just start with this one, the Iron and USDC. So I'll need to approve it first. Go confirm, that's all done. Now I'll need to get 50% worth of Iron and 50% worth of USDC. So to do that, I'll go buy token, because I've already got some USDC, but no iron. So I'll go buy token. I understand, continue. I'll just swap some of my USDC to iron. So I'll go max. That's about 0.7. I don't want it all. So I'll go 0.7 divided by 2. That's about 0.35. So I'll only do 0.35 my USDC. I'll go swap, confirm. Confirm on Metamask. There we go, so that's all done. Now I've got about 50% USDC, 50% iron. I'll go back to Beefy. I'll go add liquidity, so it brings me straight to the page I need. I'll go max iron, and it already calculates how much USDC I need as well. So I'll go approve iron, confirm. Now, if for some reason you go max on one of the other ones, but you've got too much USDC compared to iron, just go click max on the other one, and then it'll even out. Go supply, confirm, confirm, and now that's all done on QuickSwap. So as you can see at the bottom here, it says I've got a tiny amount of the liquidity pool down here. So if I check my assets, this is the actual token name. For some reason it's just UniV2 because it's a fork of Uniswap. But anyway, this represents my LP token. That's what I'll actually be depositing into Beefy Finance. So I'll close that tab, go back to the top, click on the balance just so it fills out 100%, go deposit all, confirm, wait for it to get confirmed on chain. And now that's all done, and my balance is updated here. And now when I want to withdraw and get both my tokens back, I'll go withdraw all, confirm on Metamask. If I want to get the tokens back from the LP token, I'll go add liquidity again, and at the bottom it'll say this is how much I've got. I'll go back, click manage, and remove. And I want to take it all out. I need to approve it first, of course.
It's pretty thorough, this guy, huh?
Confirm it. Now I can click remove once the transaction is confirmed. Go confirm. Confirm on Metamask. Wait for this to go through. There we go, that's all done. Now to go back to USDC, I'll just swap my iron back to USDC. Go swap, confirm, confirm on Metamask.
He's playing with such small amounts there. I wonder how much the fees were.
Now, as you can see, I've got most of my USDC that I started with. Now on Curve, it's a bit different. So I'll go add liquidity.
Seriously? This guy? Seriously? Jesus. You say that you, Lone Wolf, you've sat there that long waiting to do that shit? Fucking idiot.
Now, unlike QuickSwap,
on ETH he'd be poor, right, Redco? That's what I was thinking, dude.
Regular LP token, you can just add one token. So I'll go 72 cents of my USDC. I'll go deposit. Do not click deposit and stake engage. Otherwise you'll be staking your LP token on Curve instead of on Beefy Finance. Now that that's all done, we can see at the bottom here that my 72 cents has been spread across USDT, USDC, and DAI. And it uses these percentages on the side to calculate how much goes where. So I'll go back to Beefy, open the tab, click on the balance so it automatically goes 100%, approve, confirm. Now that it's confirmed, I'll go deposit all, confirm. Now my balance is showing up here. So now I can wait and let it sit there, or I can withdraw it. So I'll click the balance there for the deposited amount, so it fills up 100%. Go withdraw all, confirm. Now I've got it back in my balance here. I can go back to Curve, go withdraw at the top tab here. I want 100% of my liquidity tokens back, so it gives me the option to go equally in each of the pools here, or with the combination of all three, or I can get it back in the same token or a different token as I want. But because I want it back in all USDC, I'll click USDC, withdraw, confirm, and as we can see here, I've got my USDC back in my wallet.
I'm going to pause this or stop that video there because he's just going through the examples of how that works. But let's take a look. By the way, Comtech, are you using Beefy Finance? This is something that you've been doing. Let's take a look at this video. This is a disclaimer.
Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat back with another video. In this video, I want to show you how to get a stupid
I've got to close my door here. It's a little cold now. Getting a little cold back here.
43 billion% APY. I know that sounds crazy.
I've been doing Beefy
APY
Finance. Okay.
Billions.
How's it been going? Is it been going well? I mean, aside from your message there. Looks cool. It looks good, right? On paper, looks good. I'm probably going to opt out of it though. I want to prepare myself, just get in on that pulse, and then I'll look at other things after.
Just stick around for this one, okay? You're almost going to laugh when you see this one. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back. If you're a new visitor, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that bell notification. We got Litecoin giveaways.
It's going well so far. The numbers are tracking well. Okay, good. I'm glad, Comtech. Good to hear, man.
Way. Okay, so more to come. But first of all, we need to do the Litecoin giveaway for the video I did yesterday, and the answer was Dogecoin. So what we'll do is we'll just go to YouTube Picker and pick a random winner. So they will win $10. Good luck, guys and girls. And Hollywood Drama, the coin was Dodge. What a pump. That is their Litecoin dress. Congratulations, Hollywood Drama. I will send you $10 worth of Litecoin immediately after I finish this video. Okay, so let's go get into it. So this is Sponge Finance, and it's got about $11 million, nearly $12 million in total value locked. Now, they've just recently announced some new pools, and if you just go to sponge.finance.
Wait, is this not Beefy Finance?
You come to the website. The one I'm talking about here is, I think it's in Farms, yeah. So this is it here in the Farms, okay? It's got these pairs here, okay? Soak, BNB, and Sponge and BNB LPs, okay? So currently they're returning.
So this troll, right? This troll, I had originally turned off commenting today and turned on subscriber only chat, and that calmed this dickhead down for a while. And then I went and turned it back off, thinking, okay, I don't want to detract anybody from coming in here. And so this guy is still watching my content, and he thought, oh, I'll just check. What an absolute nutcase, right? And like, could you imagine dedicating all that time to hating somebody, just to the point where they'll, oh, I'll just check and make sure that I can still not comment. What an absolute moron. D-Live viewing, highly agree, all in on the Hex Pulse PX adventure. Richard seems to be kicking some serious ass. Completely agree. D-Live viewing, yeah, you and I. This is a copy of Pancake Swap. What, isn't this on Beefy Finance? Yeah, Beefy Finance. Maybe it's coming in now.
About 1700 APR. Now keep in mind too, APR is interest that's not compounded. APY is even more. And the Sponge BNB LP is 1200, nearly 1300 APR. Okay. So this is like the little ROI here. Day 1, day 7, day 30, day 365, okay? So as you stake this longer and longer, it just gets, into stupid numbers here. Now, obviously this is going to change. Once more people jump onto this, it's going to change, all right? So it's not going to stay like this forever. But you might as well get into it while the APR is good. Obviously, you've got to be using money that you can afford to lose, okay? So don't use rent money, okay? Do not use your rent money. With this high APR, what we're going to do is we're not going to stake it in this protocol here, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to get the LP token, but we're not going to put it here. We're going to put it on Beefy, all right? So Beefy is beefy.finance, and they're like an auto compounder. So they're like a Wi-Fi, and they're going to auto compound our LP tokens for us. So if we scroll down, you'll see here, once you scroll over a certain time, it sort of jumps. Okay, so just scroll down to there, you'll see it. So these are the pairs, okay? We're going to do this one, Soak and the BNB LP, 2.43 billion % APY, and it's got a daily of 4.77% daily. there's a total value locked of 3 million. So there's enough liquidity there.
Yeah, sorry, Comtech. I saw your comment. You need to use PancakeSwap to get the tokens to use in Beefy. Yeah, gotcha. I mean, this is an absurdly high APY, right? Like, sometimes if things are too good to be true, they are too good to be true.
So what we're going to do is let's get the LP and then we'll come back to Beefy to then stake it here. Okay, so let's go through those steps. First of all, we want to find this combination. So there's a couple of ways to do it. Sponge Finance, they're hooked up to PancakeSwap through their back end. So you can do this here at the exchange, or you can do it on PancakeSwap. See, this is the LP here. So click on details and you can get it this way. It's
Bunny and Pancake got hacked.
This way, I guess.
Yeah,
just
okay.
Not to confuse you guys.
Yeah, so what I'm understanding here is you're leaving your money on the exchanges, right? And the lure of the high APYs is how they get you in. But if it's a hack, or if it gets hacked, or if it's an inside hack, you're basically out entirely. That's why he said this is extremely high risk.
You do it on PancakeSwap. Just go trade and then exchange. And then if you find it, you just do the BNB soak, okay? So you just need to get soak, get the contract. You can click this MetaMask as well. This adds it to your MetaMask.
Yeah, it's high risk.
Address, token, I mean. And you can just get the contract address. If you're going to do it on PancakeSwap, click on that, paste the token, and you'll see it. Okay, I've already added it, but it'll show up there, okay? That's another way to find the original or the real token, okay?
This guy sounds like a
But
from Adelaide.
let's just keep things simple. So first of all, I have to get some soak, okay? Because I haven't got the token yet. So I'll buy that first. Okay, and what I'll do is I've got 0.316 with a BNB, so I've got to get half of that. And I've got to leave a little bit for gas as well. So I'll just go...
Only put in money you can afford to lose, Redco. Bingo.
I'm going to get 3.16559 soak, so I'll just go swap. Yep. That's the gas, which is very minimal. And if I have a look at BSC scan, there it is there, okay? It's done that for me. And now I've got my soak, there it is there, okay? So what I need to do now is I just need to go to swap this tab up here that says liquidity, and basically just add the liquidity, okay? So we want the BNB soak, remember? Okay, this one, soak BNB. Just click on this one, max. All right, because remember we need a little bit of gas, so we're going to go max here, and that'll give us that amount there. So we've got 0.13 and we've got 0.17, so we'll have enough in my wallet for just a bit of gas. Okay, so just go approve first, which is going to cost 96 cents, which is a lot better than $80 on Ethereum. So first of all, it needs to approve, then we can then supply, okay? So let's just wait a second for that to happen. Look at that. That took less than 10 seconds. So now we want to supply, and we're going to supply the maximum amount, obviously, okay? So, and where we'll get this token here, 0.574661, and then we want to supply, confirm. And then that's already gone through, as you can see here. Now down here, we've got Soak BNB, and this is our LP token. And as you can see here, we've got 3 point whatever Soak and the BNB. So now I should have my LP token, okay? This automatically goes to your wallet, okay? If you're wondering where this is, this goes to your Metamask wallet. Okay, so now that I've added liquidity, and you can see it down the bottom here, okay? LP tokens in your wallet, and this is the Soak BNB. If you can't see in your wallet, don't worry, it is in your wallet, okay? You can't see it in the custom tokens, alright? It is in your wallet. It says here LP is in your wallet. So then what you do is we're going to go to Beefy, okay? Go back to Beefy, and we want to stake it here. So just find the pair. This is the one we want, Soak BNB, because we want to get that 2.46 billion. Okay, this is crazy. And the sweet 4.77%. So come along here.
I love how
down, and then you will see
how MetaMask is so lazy. It still says Gwai for the Binance Smart Chain fees. I was going to say that. I thought this was on Binance Smart Chain, but it came up there. Yeah, I did. I saw that, and I was like, did I miss something? Because I'm pretty certain he was on BSC. I thought if I said it, I might have got it wrong, and it was like, nah, dude, he changed back out of that because of some other reason. But I did see that.
LP tokens, okay, so there it is there. All right. So all we need to do is just, first of all, we just got to approve this. So then it can interact with Beefy contract. All right, so confirm. So now once we've approved it, now we can deposit it. So we want to deposit 100%. Why not? Because we don't want LP left over. We want to just do the lot. And as you can see, there's a few transactions we're doing.
Redco, we won't be doing that today, but I will take a screenshot of that for another crypto stream. Token DYDX. Yeah, we won't be doing that today.
They're all very cheap. All right, these are.
I normally stream for 3 hours. We're very nearing onto that now, so we'll hold that one over. But thank you. That means you're my first tab. I've got no other tabs, so that'll be next week. We'll do the Bankroll network first, and then we'll go and learn about DYDX.
Very, very small. And if you were to do this on Ethereum,
yeah, cool, man.
If this was Ethereum based, you would be spending a fortune. So let's just go and I'll show you what these transactions are costing. So that one's $1.31, okay? So a little bit more than normal, but hey, still chicken feed, right?
It's not so important. No, I appreciate that you asked.
So let's go deposit all. Oh, we already got that opened, and go confirm. Once that goes through, it should take a few seconds, and then we'll see that into our account. So it just takes a couple of seconds. You can refresh this if you want, and you'll see it here now, okay? Deposited 0.5632 Soak BNB LP, okay? And that's it. All you need to do is now wait until you start earning interest, and you should be earning 4.77% per day. And obviously here, if you want to withdraw, you can just withdraw, and if you want to harvest, this will just take out your rewards. You'll be earning in the LP token, so you're going to earn more Soak BNB LP. Okay, that's what you earn. And harvest is to withdraw, is to harvest the rewards, and then or you can go withdraw all. You can do it. We're not going to do a withdrawal at the moment. Obviously, we just deposit it. We're going to wait for, I don't know, a day or so, and come back, and I'll do a follow-up video on this. If it's going well, I might add some more. If not, we'll see. Okay. So that's how you do it. Hope you found this tutorial informative. And obviously, once people see this, they're gonna probably jump on this. But keep it in mind too. Okay, this is high risk. Don't risk your rent money with this.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing this because I'm just using profits that I've got from other stuff that I've been doing. Okay. So let me know your thoughts. Comment below. If you need any help, comment below.
Let me know your thoughts. A picture of the moon. Yeah, interesting stuff. I like I said earlier, I probably won't touch this for the near coming future, or for the future. I'm a little frazzled here. I'm just going to focus my time trying to get all of my smaller coins together, ready for PulseChain. That's my focus at the moment. Getting them together, pulling them out of wherever they are. Got a BEP20 that's got to come out of COS TV. I got Gaze TV. Got basic attention token from Untitled Wallet, and obviously Bankroll.Network. I would have liked to have done that this week, but we'll do it next week. Who cares? I'll roll over the divs again throughout the week, and then I'll build up my energy levels and bandwidth to the very top. And when we come in, we'll do it right. We'll watch the tutorial one more time before we do it, I think. But I think we've got to withdraw it less 10%. No, we sell it less 10%, and then we withdraw it. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. We'll check it again before, but thanks for being here with me on the crypto stream. I appreciate you all being here. Very informative today. I'm really stoked Johnny No Good came in and gave us some conversation there about PulseChain and just some little tips. It is a confusion. There's a lot of confusion around PulseChain, and there's a lot of different ways to play the game. And I'm looking at doing the smart thing, or what I think is the smart thing. And I guess we'll find out when it does launch, and we'll find out then a year or so later. That's the way I'm looking at it anyway. But you might be looking at it differently, and if you are, then maybe we'll play that game as well, because there are different ways to do this, right? You don't have to do the longer isn't better all the time. It could be shorter. Who knows? Who knows? Cheers, ears. Thanks, H-Man. There are 24 Yahoos watching the content right now. Who's live on the machine of D? Who'd appreciate a 24 viewer host. I'll let you guys decide who that is. And while you are deciding, I want to thank the financial contributions in this content. I do this full time, as you know. And when you donate to me, you're saying, yo, Gibbs, we really like what you're doing. We appreciate you. There's a little pat on your back to keep you going. So I appreciate you patting me on my back. Now, when you look to your own chiseled chat, you can clearly see the top contributors to this stream. We got Johnny No Good, Rob Ozzy, good to see Rob Ozzy back, and Kane Pole. Look right there, Johnny, Rob, and Kane Pole. Thank you for the contribution that you've made to the content here. Very, very kind of you. Who is live on the machines? Who's going to get a host? Get him out of there. Good night, Gibbs and Givers. Thanks, Charles. Thanks, Redco. Thanks, D-Live Viewing. Thanks, Comtech, for being here, helping out at the start there as well with the Bankroll.Network. We'll suss that out. I missed your smart thing. What's the plan if it's not too lengthy? D-Live, basically the plan is to get as much liquid hex. I got a lot of little coins playing around in a couple of different websites and whatnot. I'm going to grab them all together, get them into Metamask, liquid hex, right ready for PulseChain launch. That was very quick. Who are we going to host? Hit me with a host. Otherwise, I'll choose. No, I don't want to choose. I want you to choose. Who's live? Gimme. Who's live right now? I've got to refresh my browser. Refresh your browser. Look how old my browser is. Still on my countdown from 3 hours ago. Have a wonderful night. Thanks, D-Live Viewing. Did you want to request a host? Tell me. I'll host whoever you want, man. Let me know. Give me a host. I'll host whoever you want me to, but I'm looking myself now because no one's offering up any suggestions. Maybe we won't host someone. Maybe we'll just end the stream. How about that? We never do that. How about we just end it? Just walk out of here? Maybe I'll just walk out. Maybe I'll just end it. There's no obligation to host. I mean, as a verified partner, you're supposed to host a few times. Same boat. Oh, you're in the same boat as me. Okay, then I guess we're not going to host anybody. Nobody's going to offer a host, then I'm not freaking going to go and host someone. See you all tomorrow. Get him out of there. Get that out of there. Get out of there. Go on. Out you go.